parts, and our amazing service department.
17 times. Wow. How does that compare to other Honda dealers?
This award is only given to the most elite dealerships that demonstrate excellence. We really do strive to go above and beyond for the ultimate customer experience before and after the sale, Charlie.
That's why for 2022, Honda of Lincoln is once again Nebraska's #1 volume Honda dealer. Come experience the Honda of Lincoln way of doing business, 27th and Yankee Hill Road, or online at hondaoflincoln.com.
Grandma and Grandpa, Mom and Dad, then the kids, and now the grandkids. Judson Irrigation has provided lawn sprinkler system design, installation, repair, and service to 4 generations. They're just like members of the family. Loyalty, trust, service. It's what you deserve and expect from Judson Irrigation.
Keep summer green. Call Judson Irrigation 402-420-6277 or judsonirrigation.com.
You're listening to 93.7 The Ticket's 12 hours of coverage of Give to Lincoln Day from Cedars at 66th and Pioneers. Donate to Cedars anytime, all day at givetolincoln.com.
Hi, Sean Callahan here for Koppel Chevrolet GMC, and we are celebrating a record sales month in April, and we're going to let it roll and crank up in the month of May. We have some big discounts and special interest rates going on this month on selected new in-stock Sierras and Silverados. Buy a new Silverado or Sierra, get $3,000 off or 1.9% interest. You heard right, $3,000 off or 1.9% interest. We have outstanding specials on all of our new and pre-owned GM certified units. So stop on in and see us or check us out online at koppelcars.com. You'll be glad you did. New discount, must trade in, and finance with Roof Credit.
Problem gambling is not just a financial issue. It's an emotional problem with financial consequences. If your loved one is struggling with addiction, contact Choices Treatment Center's 24-hour helpline at 402-476-2300. That's 402-476-2300. You've driven by GE Landscape Supply countless times, likely without even knowing, at 6701 Cornhusker Highway. Now it's time to stop in. GE Landscape Supply sells to homeowners and contractors with a vast selection of landscaping and construction materials. They sell in bulk to save you money, and you can buy anything from a 5-gallon bucket to a semi-load. And don't forget, they deliver anywhere. Stop by 6701 Cornhusker Highway from 7 a.m. to 6 p.m. Monday to Friday and 7 a.m. to 4 p.m. on Saturdays. Go to GELandscapeSupply.com for more info or call 402-467-1627.
The captain, Vershawn Jackson.
Yes, the captain was ready to transfer. Lester talked me off the ledge and told me, if you quit now, you're going to always be a quitter. Said, so you got to figure out what it's going to take for you to play. You know what it took? Me to talk to Zach Leager, Brendan Stein, Joe Wilt, Rob Zadista, and Aaron Graham and say, hey, fellas, y'all mind if I work out with y'all? And I couldn't lift the 120s dumbbells. I couldn't lift the 90s at the time. And I said, man, I don't care what it takes. I'm getting ready to get bigger, stronger, faster so that when we get out there on that football field, these coaches got to play me.
Hey, CNC machinists, do you feel like you're in a dead-end job with your boss hovering over your shoulder? That's so annoying. Not at Garner Industries. We provide the opportunity and trust our CNC machinists to bring the talent. I'm Bob Williams, HR Director at Garner Industries, and we're looking for new team members in our CNC department. At Garner Industries, you'll work in a clean, climate-controlled, and safe environment with team members who want to see you succeed. You will also enjoy 4-day work weeks, great benefits, and a positive working culture. Interested? Apply on our career page at GarnerIndustries.com.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. The home of Kansas City Royals baseball. KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket. You're listening to 93.7 The Ticket's 12 hours of coverage of Give to Lincoln Day from Cedars at 66th and Pioneers. Donate to Cedars anytime, all day at givetolincoln.com. This is 93.7 The Ticket.
Look at me, sure. Look at me, sure. I'm the captain now.
3-time national champion Vershawn Jackson.
Touchdown. Vershawn Jackson, number 34, gets the touchdown. Terrell Farley, defending Terrell Farley, who last week in his first start was a holy terror. Number 43.
And Jake Bakovic.
I've talked to a few cats. They said that Bach got some game, man.
Coming at you live from the Koppel Chevrolet GMC studios in the heart of Lincoln, America. On air and online at theticketfm.com. Powered by Bauer. Here he is, Vershawn Jackson.
Yeah.
The fastest 2 hours in radio today right here at 6601 O Street.
Pioneers
Boulevard, man. We over here at Cedars for the kids today. Oh, it's official Give to Lincoln Day, and Cedars need your support. Go to GiveToLincoln.com to make your donations anytime today.
Yeah, it's a big day out today. We're out here from 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. We're excited to be here, and what better cause can you have to helping local kids? And that's what Cedars is all about. Cedars relies on gifts from friends like you to help them in their mission to help kids find safety and stability and a safe place to call home. To help them help more kids, go to GiveToLincoln.com. We're going to be plugging that all day. GiveToLincoln.com to make your donation anytime between now and May 24th. If you come out here or whenever you're going to write a check, you have to write it to Lincoln Community Foundation. So just know if it's going to be a check that you are donating. Lincoln Community Foundation is where we write the checks to. But if you do come out here and join us at 66 and Pioneers at Cedars, we've got a couple guests moving around. We'll have them in and out throughout the show. Got Ricky Simmons sitting next to us here, so we'll get to him here in a second. Excited for that. We've also got a few different things to try to get you out here. We got ticket T-shirts. If you give a donation, you can get one of those if you come out live and give a donation. If you do it online, let us know on the text line, and we will we'll organize to give you a T-shirt as well. There's a Will Shields signed jersey, one of the greatest Kansas City Chiefs to ever do it, one of the greatest Nebraska Huskers to ever do it as well. A drawing that you can enter. We will give that jersey away at 6 o'clock. 6 p.m. Like I said, we're out here from 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. So that's kind of the grand finale. So that's what we're doing today. We're excited about it. Cedars, like I said, and not much better organizations out there. I always kind of think about, being on the good side. And I know Ricky Simmons is a big part of that, trying to do good, get your happy on as he does every Sunday, as he does every day. But helping local kids in your community, what better way to do it than that?
That's his radio name now.
Yeah.
Mr. Get Your Happy On.
That's right.
Get your happy on.
How you doing today, Ricky?
I'm doing great, man. I just want to say thank you guys for giving me this opportunity to be on the show with you. I really am honored to be a part of what you're doing here, because helping out the youth here at Cedars is something that's very important to me, and it's just important, period. So I'm honored to be a small part of this, man.
Me too, man. Terrell love the kids. I'm like, I love the kids. If you're driving down 6601 Pioneer Boulevard, honk your horn, man. Show us some love out here.
Man, if y'all ain't honking your horns, man, we got problems. Come on, honk your horn.
Stop by, meet Bob, meet Ricky Simmons, meet Mark, meet BP. Come make a donation for these kids, man, because everybody needs some love in their life.
Absolutely.
That's right. And there's a dog out here, and everybody loves dogs. So if you want to meet a dog as well. Yeah, he's got a Cedar shirt on, doesn't he?
What? I see y'all doing big things at Cedars. We got a mascot here, man.
Yeah, we'll have to get to. I love dogs. We'll have to get to know him in a little bit. Maybe him or her. I don't know.
So yesterday we got a commit from a lineman from. Where you from? BYU?
Utah, actually. Utah. Right region.
Big kid, young, not really expecting to play this year. It helps us stockpile some younger kids and get them ready as the year go on. I'm liking the recruitment of the linemen at a young age right now for the Huskers. It's a building block for them. It gives them a chance to learn from Coach Riola, learn from the older guys, and it also gives us depth.
Yeah, absolutely. I kind of think of this along the lines of Jacob Hood, the Georgia transfer coming in. Maybe, a big body. Jacob Hood, 6'8", Tyler Knack, 6'7", 300-pounder. That, as offensive linemen, we've seen it here at Nebraska, and maybe this has stunted the development, it's been argued, is that you've had to throw true freshmen into the fire, maybe even redshirt freshmen. Usually it takes a while to get your body kind of ready to go up against the guys on the defensive line in the Big Ten that have been preparing their body for years to pass rush or it's tough to move those guys around. So I think it's good. We talk about the portal often as kind of patching up what you need to as far as starters, but it also is the case in depth. I mean, I'm excited to see. I kind of think of that with Kane Williams last year, kind of see what he becomes. He was a guy that was added for down the line. That's not necessarily right away. Now, all that being said, who knows? You bring him in, maybe he can fight for some playing time this year. They do have, he's that offensive tackle. They've not been great at offensive tackle the last couple of years, so it's somewhat of an opening there. But it's great. He's felt, he kind of said in his commitment, he felt right away, like family, like he was welcome. And also it's just kind of interesting. Nebraska, I don't know how many times this has happened, but I'm sure it does. Maybe he just felt like it's not the right fit. I know sometimes these guys get tags of, okay, well, he didn't stick around his first place too too long. What tells you he's going to stick around here for too long? Sometimes when you're a kid, you make your initial spot. It looks good. You get there, you kind of go throughout the year, and it just isn't home. And so as much as people don't like the free transfer rule, I think especially for true freshmen that go in, a guy like this that didn't, it wasn't playing time. He didn't play. I think that's a good opening for a kid that, there's something to be said about fighting through that first year and sticking through it and all that. But sometimes it's just not a fit. And so he's looking for a new fit with Nebraska and Matt Rule bringing him in. Again, the only question that still remains is who's the 85 on scholarship, because we'll kind of have to see how that plays out when the rosters get released once again. But I think it's a great addition for Nebraska.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you one thing. I just need Nebraska to win.
There you go.
I mean, I'm not really big on all the other stuff. At the end of the day, Nebraska's about winning. And that's what I remember. That's what it has always been. And I just want to see us get back to that.
Yeah.
Because a lot of times, the whole state kind of, the self-esteem of the state, it kind of rides on wins and losses with Nebraska,
Yeah.
And it's been that way ever since I came here. So I understand it. I just want to see us get back to it. I know the transfer portal makes things a little different for everybody. I get that. But still, at the end of the day, it's about wins.
Yeah, that's what it's all about. Like I say, I don't care about the new facility you build.
Yeah.
It can cost $1 billion, but if you don't get a W on the field,
Right.
then you attract kids who just want to come play at a D1 school, and it's 120 or some of them that's here. So you want to come compete, and you want to be the best, and you want to win, and that would attract guys like me, you, the Roziers, the other kids that's from, even the kids from in-state. That would attract kids to stay here if to win.
Well, the one thing I would like to say to the players that are currently on the team is, I know they don't see it right this second, but see, we, Terrell, I'm speaking about you and myself. We have the ability to have hindsight.
Yeah.
And they don't.
Yeah.
They don't understand sometimes that this football career in college, even though it's only 4 or 5 seasons, it's gonna stay with you forever. I mean, when they said once a Husker, always a Husker, I didn't really understand it when I was in college.
Mm-hmm.
But the older I get, the more it makes
Yeah.
sense to me.
Yeah.
So, I mean, when you guys are going out there to play this coming year and the next few years, hey man, I'm gonna be honest with you, they're gonna mark you for life, and people are gonna know you by your records.
Yeah.
So go out there and get you some wins, however you have to do it. Make sure that you give it your all, because when it's over, it's over.
Yeah, you're right. Now, Ricky, it's one thing I wanted to. I'm glad you're here today, because I've been thinking about this a lot. You're a Texas guy.
Absolutely.
Rule coached at Baylor, and it looks like we got a pipeline that's coming through Texas.
Oh,
now.
thanks for the honk
now,
there.
Now, my thing is, do you put you don't? Well, let me say. Do you put so much trust in Texas that you forget about the other states, that other kids that you might not, that you might forget about, but they're on radar?
No, you know what? What you do is you remember one thing. Nebraska, especially Nebraska athletes, they have a whole different mindset. When they grow up here,
Mm-hmm.
and they've heard all the stories, they have something to live up to.
Yeah.
A lot of the guys you may get from my state, which is Texas, or your state is Georgia, those guys, they got other things to look at.
Yeah.
So I think it's important to try to get as many in-state guys
Mm-hmm.
as you can, because those guys, and I'm speaking from experience now, some of those walk-ons that was from Nebraska, man, you didn't want to see them on Tuesdays and Wednesdays.
Oh, no, they go hard.
Yeah, because they're trying to make a point.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, we just trying to get through to the game Saturday.
Yeah.
But those guys are earning positions on Tuesdays and Wednesdays when we would have those really hard practices.
Oh, that's the guys you got to watch out when you're doing form tackling. Drills.
Oh yeah. They'll run through you.
They'll get. I don't even be strapped up. I'm still running on the field, man. And I got knocked my helmet and shoulder pads off my senior year. Oh, I got them, but you
you got them back.
Yeah,
but you know
in a bad way.
But you know the thing is though, man, I just think people from in-state need to be at least recognized, because I think that sometimes they're overlooked, and some of those guys got hearts of gold, and they have a standard that they live by that is second to none.
Yeah, absolutely. And Nebraska's been doing a good job on in-state recruiting. Of course, Daniel Kalen, the Bellevue West quarterback, just flipped from Missouri to Nebraska, and hopefully he can bring a couple of those Bellevue West buddies along, because they've got some talent out there, and the talent in the state is rising. So I think, we always talk about that mix of ingredients that you're kind of talking about, because you can't do it just with Nebraska kids. You can't do it with just from out-of-state kids. But I do think, over the last couple of years, it feels like you can add a little bit more of the Nebraska kid ingredient into the mix.
So. Oh yeah, if I was Coach Rule, I'd take the whole top 10.
Yeah,
I mean, you don't need to let anybody, the top 10 players in Nebraska, leave out of state. That should be my goal every year, to at least get 9 out of 10 of them.
Exactly.
I don't want to lose not one of them, but the talent in Nebraska is coming. It's not only just linemen now or just D linemen. I mean, they got skill position now. They got receivers. They got quarterbacks.
Oh, absolutely.
They got linebackers. They got every kickers. Nebraska has every opportunity to pull every in-state kid that they need to pull from not letting them get away from anybody else.
Well, I'll say this, man. I think about people like, and this is going to date me a little bit, but it's for a good cause.
Mm-hmm.
Dave Remington.
Yeah.
Dean Steinkooler.
Yeah.
Man, the list goes on and on and on. I mean, those guys were all up front, and I don't care how good Rozier, Fryer, myself, or what. It doesn't matter. If we can't block nobody, offense is stalled.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I like the fact that you get these guys from in-state.
Yeah.
That's hungry, and if you just really want to win, that's what we're looking for.
Yeah. But we don't need to. We need to, like you said, them names right there. The kids need to know them guys like Remington.
Oh, absolutely.
Will Shields. They need to know those guys instead of who?
Yeah.
Huh? Who's that guy right there?
Google it. Yeah.
Right. That's a legend right there.
Yeah.
See, we got to bring that back to these kids. Once they install the winning and knowing the things that we did, what it took for us to win, staying here for the summer, just not going home, spending your, these guys don't know what it takes to spend Christmas with your friends, New Year's with your buddies.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? These guys get New Year's at home for the last 7 years.
Well, see, you got to start winning just to even be here during that time.
Yeah,
because the bowl game, you're talking bowl games now.
Yeah,
so you gotta win to get to a bowl.
They don't know what it feels to lose all your bowl money. Some people.
That's funny.
Too, I wanted to ask you, Ricky, because again, we want to promote your show. Get Your Happy On, excellent show on Sundays, and you've been doing that strong now for a while. But it's not so much sports centric. So when I join you, then I don't ask you too much about sports. But I did want to ask you kind of what you've seen over the last couple of years. It's fun to kind of ask everybody that's been through it, that was with the winning program at Nebraska when they were, compared to kind of what's happened. What do you think is the biggest difference? And can Matt Rule fix that?
Well, that's a great question. I mean, I hate to say it like this because it's kind of like I'm giving them an excuse, but I'm gonna be real honest with you. I love Coach Osborne.
Mm-hmm.
That's well documented. But what I will tell you is this: come game day, I never saw Coach Osborne in the huddle. So he was always on the sideline, which we needed that. Don't misunderstand me. But what I'm getting to is 11. They put 11 people out here. You put 11 people out there. It's man on man. Everybody get their man. And we would tell Rozier, hey, man, look, we got 10 of them. You got to get one of them. And he would look at us and say, I got him.
Yeah.
And once he say that, we go to work. So what I'm trying to say is, I want the players to take the responsibility too. I don't want to put it all on just Matt Rule. I mean, I'm not down that he's a good coach, and I'm not down that he will have success. I'm saying the players got to take ownership as well. You got to go out there with a mentality where we're just not going to lose today. Yeah. You know, and it's not going to be my man to make the play. And if everybody takes that mentality, I just think that that's a winning formula.
Yeah, I agree with you on that one, Ricky, because I think that too many coaches take the heat, and sometimes it's the players' fault. Like for instance, last year, man, I can't remember. I know what game, but Wisconsin game, we let the back slip out of the backfield. People blame that on the coaches. You don't blame that type of stuff on the coaches because it's crunch time, and that guy automatically knows what man he has, and for him to let the back slip out of the backfield, that's on the player, and the player needs to take that accountability and stop putting the pressure on the coaches, and so we can write the check for somebody else.
Right. I agree. I just think that, the coaches, yes, they get you ready all week.
Yeah, all week.
But come Saturday, they done their part.
Yeah.
It's time for you to do your part.
Yeah, that's the thing. Once they say run it again.
Yeah,
run it again.
Oh, man.
That's what you got the scout team out there for. You know, you get preparation for these guys not to let these things happen.
Right.
I think it's a lack of concentration. Like I say, players need to pay attention. They need to be aware of stuff. You need to know your down and distance. You need to know what end zone you defending, what man you got, what play they running, what's everybody else direction, where they going.
Yeah, it's a different time now. I understand because, I used to have an issue with all the loud music at practice. Mm-hmm. I understood it on away games because of crowd noise. I didn't quite get it for home games, but, that's just a different topic altogether. I just think concentration is very important. And for me, now maybe it's different for the athlete today, but for me, I would have rather had it a little quieter so that I could pay attention to what I'm doing during practice.
All right. What we got there, Bob?
Well, we are live at Cedars. We're about up against it, so we better take a break. The captain is in the building, so he will be joining us. That's right. He will be joining us just around the corner. It's officially Give to Lincoln Day. We're at Cedars, and we need your support. We want to emphasize any amount matters. So, we've got donations here from, $100 anonymously, or Susan. Kenneth gave $300 down to $10. Thanks to Marilyn, $25 from Levon. So we continue to get these donations. It's a great cause, helping kids in this area, in your local community. And we'll be doing it all day long. Once again, the captain is in the building. He will be on the other side of the break. We'll be right back here from Cedars here on 93.7 The Ticket.
You're listening to 93.7 The Ticket's 12 hours of coverage of Give to Lincoln Day from Cedars at 66th and Pioneers. Donate to Cedars anytime, all day at givetolincoln.com.
Too many people believe that chronic pain, allergies, or illness are permanent and something you're stuck with. Novotny Nutrition and Wellness has been proving that narrative wrong for 29 years and changing lives for the better in the process. Their team is trained in the newest, most advanced pain-relieving techniques and ways to deal with toxins, allergies, pollution, and emotion that make you ill. Call today for a free consultation at 531-254-5695 or go to novotnynutritionandwellness.com. Novotny Nutrition and Wellness, located at 7th and Superior.
Water heater gone? Call Bryant. The price you're quoted is the price you'll pay. And in most cases, same-day replacement. Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing. 467-1111.
Nebco is hiring CDL drivers for Ready Mix Concrete, Husker Concrete, and Beatrice Concrete. Nebco offers great pay, medical, and retirement benefits, paid time off, and we pay for CDL training. Apply today to earn an average total compensation of $50,000 to $60,000 your first year driving. From Nebco's beginnings in 1908, it's the employees that have formed the company's solid foundation. Start your career today. Visit nebcoinc.com. That's NEBCOINC.com. It's May, and that means the school year is almost over and summer road trips are on the horizon. Stop telling yourself you'll upgrade your car someday and do it now. Mullen Motors lot is full of great vehicles to take home, so you don't have to worry about your current car barely surviving another road trip. Come check out their lot just north of 48th and Layton and find your next ride. Summer road trips are just around the corner. Mullen Motors.
No taglines, just quality vehicles. Mullen Motors.
Grandma and Grandpa, Mom and Dad, then the kids, and now the grandkids. Judson Irrigation has provided lawn sprinkler system design, installation, repair, and service to 4 generations. They're just like members of the family. Loyalty, trust, service. It's what you deserve and expect from Judson Irrigation.
Keep summer green. Call Judson Irrigation 402-420-6277 or judsonirrigation.com.
And this is former Husker and motivational speaker Ricky C. Simmons. Some kids worry about making the team. Others worry about where they'll sleep tonight. In Lincoln, over 3,000 kids are at risk of homelessness. A gift to Cedars makes an immediate impact on Lincoln's kids, and on Give to Lincoln Day on Wednesday, May 24th, your gift goes even further. Go to givetolincoln.com to make your gift to Cedars and support Lincoln kids today.
You've driven by GE Landscape Supply countless times, likely without even knowing, at 6701 Cornhusker Highway. Now it's time to stop in. GE Landscape Supply sells to homeowners and contractors with a vast selection of landscaping and construction materials. They sell in bulk to save you money, and you can buy anything from a 5-gallon bucket to a semi-load. And don't forget, they deliver anywhere. Stop by 6701 Cornhusker Highway from 7 a.m. to 6 p.m. Monday to Friday and 7 a.m. to 4 p.m. on Saturdays. Go to GELandscapeSupply.com for more info or call 402-467-1627.
Springtime is here, and it's time to get to work on outdoor projects. Deck City is a great place to start as Lincoln's local source for everything decks. Deck City has everything you need to build the deck of your dreams, from treated lumber to Westbury aluminum railings and TimberTech composite decking. Call them today to schedule an appointment at 402-480-6671. Go online at deckcityne.com or visit their new location just north of 33rd and Cornhusker Highway.
It's the best time of the year to order a new John Deere sprayer from Landmark Implement during the early order program. Leverage the industry's latest technology with See & Spray to target weeds in season in corn and soybeans and use less herbicide per acre. Utilize Exact Apply to save in chemical usage and prevent over-application. Now is the time to lock in the best price of the year. Contact your local Landmark location for full details and experience the Landmark difference.
Motor Food is Lincoln's hardest rocking food truck and cafe. Motor Food creates old school comfort food with a 21st century twist and lots of rock and roll attitude. Try the barbecue pulled pork mac and cheese, the grilled chicken Firebird sandwich, a 100% all beef split grilled hot dog, and any version of their funky fries. Stop by the cafe just behind Outback Steakhouse on 48th Street or catch the food truck out and about all spring and summer. Check out their menu, order carry out, or schedule catering at motorfoodtruck.com.
Problem gambling is not just a financial issue. It's an emotional problem with financial consequences. If you are a loved one who's struggling with addiction, contact Choices Treatment Center's 24-hour helpline at 402-476-2300. That's 402-476-2300.
You're listening to 93.7 The Ticket's 12 hours of coverage of Give to Lincoln Day from Cedars at 66th and Pioneers. Donate to Cedars anytime, all day at givetolincoln.com. Back with Vershawn Jackson, powered by Bauer, on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Okay, Captain is in the building getting some black coffee from Kristen. This is my Cedar shirt, Kristen. Are you coming on to talk? Are you going to come on to talk? We're going to talk to Jim and you. We're not just going to let you off the hook. Forget that. Listen, we are down at Cedars. It's officially Give to Lincoln Day, and Cedars needs your support. Give to Lincoln. GiveToLincoln.com to make your donation anytime today. Listen, we're outside. If you drive by on Pioneers, balloons are popping. Woo! Stuff's going crazy. Okay, right out here. If you go by and honk, right?
Yep. Want them to honk,
right?
Yeah.
Honk, 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 honk. Can we get a honk, honk? Rattle, 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 crash, BB. Honk, honk, rattle, 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 crash, BB. Honk, honk. Honk, honk. Rattle, 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 crash, BB. Honk, honk. Rattle, rattle. Y'all don't know that?
I don't know what you're doing.
I'm the only one that knows that camp song.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Kalita, you know it? Kalita, can you know then you know where I'm going. That must be a Nebraska thing.
It must be. Say it again now. How I go?
Go ahead, Kalita. Let me follow you. Oh, I just know the part. You it's like a call and response, but it goes honk honk rattle 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 crash beep beep honk honk rattle 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 crash beep beep
honk, honk, and y'all say,
rattle, 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 crash, beat, beat.
Sing it again. Let me hear it one more time.
ah, man, I'm not singing. That's you and AD. That's y'all deal.
No,
I'm not singing.
I'm trying
That's
to catch
rap.
it. I'm trying to catch up to it. One
Yeah,
more time.
I'm out. What do you mean? Honk, honk, rattle, 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 crash, beep, beep. Anyway,
Honk, honk.
listen, Cedar relies on gifts from friends like you to help them in their mission to help kids find safety and stability and a safe place to call home. To help them help more kids, go to givetolincoln.com to make your donation anytime between now and May 24th. More balloons going off.
Yes.
Too many kids in our community face homelessness or that the threat of homelessness. Your gift to Cedars today on Give to Lincoln Day will help Cedars provide care for kids who have no other safe place to spend the night.
Oh, another donation.
Oh, Lacey
Shout out to
Statter. Booyah. Lacey Statter giving up $100 to Cedar. Y'all get out here right now. And remember, I want a little honk, honk, rattle, 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 crash, beep, beep.
Honk, honk.
Right. Yeah,
yeah.
see? That's how that works. We're out here at Cedar 66 and Pioneers Boulevard. Get out here now. I'm sweating. I look all greasy and stuff.
Hey, we're in the shade. It's not too bad.
Well, I'm already hot anyway. I came in hot.
Oh, okay.
Sometimes when you come in hot, you know how that goes. Now, hey, another honk. They listening right now.
That's
I'm telling
right.
you. They're listening to us, Bach. It's working. But we'll talk a little bit about more of Cedars. We'll get with Kristen. We'll also talk to
Jim,
and we'll look at that. Bam. I'm gonna go see if the captain's got to have at least a hot 50 somewhere.
Oh, somewhere in there.
I got a hot 50 somewhere. If the captain's gonna give a hot 50, that's putting a lot of pressure on some people. Okay?
A reminder:
Okay.
any donation helps. So.
Yeah, he's talking to us.
Yeah, I know.
Hey, you think we can piece up $5 a piece?
Yeah, we could.
5, 10, I'll do 40.
Okay, well there we go.
Bam. We'll see if we're gonna get that. Really? Anyway, what's going
How about
on, man?
I could cash app you my money and you just put it in for me.
Deal. Deal.
$10.
Deal. Milan, John, appreciate you. Foster, Jeff, Sandra, Jonathan, Joy, Cheryl, Michaela, Mike, Harvey, Cindy, Kathy, Dale, Kathleen, Anonymous, Kathleen again, Jan, Jerry, Anonymous, Ruben, Mary, Anonymous, TJ, Daniel, Christy, Charles, Lorraine, Lynn, Anonymous, David, Pamela, Dean, Mick, Brooke, Martha, Karen, Dennis, Jana, Jonah. Woo! Thank you.
There's another page.
Oh, we on another page. Hey, you must have thought this was a game.
Oh, no.
Y'all ready?
I'm ready.
On your
this.
march.
Get set.
Go. Susan, Nicole, Paul, Linda, Paul, Anonymous, Donna, Melissa, Sharon, Diane, Larry, Anonymous 3 times, Skylar, Dottie, Randall, Jolene, Vinny, Brianna, Susan, Elizabeth, Stacy, Betty, Jenna, Hillary, Tammy, Jeff, Joan, Carol, Kathy, Andrew, Willa. What is going on? Joan, Jeff, Jack, Lorraine, Adrian, Leslie, Cynthia, thank you.
In the spirit of the day, head coach Rocky Russo.
Rocky
the man, Russo.
Oh, man.
One of the British Bulldogs have just came back to life.
I love it. Thanks for having me, guys. I'm happy to be able to pop by.
Hey, man.
Thanks for coming out.
I mean, it's amazing, man. Thanks.
This is quite an event we've got going on here, huh?
Oh, man, did you bring – we got some stars and goodies,
I brought
too.
some goodies. There's some keychains and some koozies and all kinds of fun stuff there. So come on down, get a little bit of Star Swag when
He
you
said
come
Star
down.
Sweat. He looked at the captain and said, get a little Star Sweat. Did you watch that game, the NHL game yesterday?
Of course I did. I can't get enough of it.
Dude, that power play.
The
first one.
Both series have been incredible.
Well, let me ask you this. I can't remember the guy's name who just smashed him with the stick. And
Jamie Benn, captain of the Dallas Stars.
Thank you, captain.
Yeah.
Smashed him. As a coach, he smashed him. What do you do and what do you say? Do you deal with it at the moment? Do you wait until the game is over? What do you do?
There's nothing to be done in the moment, right?
Okay.
You've got to focus on the rest of the guys. You've got to focus on the team. You got to kill the power play off. So, you know, and I listened to the coach's comments after the game, and he's like, hey, he's beating himself up enough for it. He knows he made a mistake, and we're going to have to deal with it. It's emotions run high in the playoffs, and obviously we're just coming off of a playoff run, so I'm fresh in my mind with that stuff that's going on. But Jamie Benn's not a dirty player. He's not a guy that generally does that. I think he got a little caught up in the moment, and unfortunately he did something that hopefully doesn't get suspended. But
should he be suspended?
No, I don't believe he should be suspended.
Really?
No. When you get that 5-minute major in a game misconduct that early in the game, I think you've served a pretty significant penalty at that point.
But okay, so now I got to flip this over to football, right, Bob?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, same thing happens. Football player comes down, bow, elbow, bow, whatever, right?
Yep.
As a coach, is he in a vulnerable position?
Because of the Vegas player being down like that, he is in a vulnerable position. Now, the game has changed, and the adage is we need to protect the head, right? And that cross check comes around the neck, the head area. You got to do something really bad in a playoff game to get a game misconduct. They'll give you a standalone 5-minute major penalty before they kick you out of the game. So the referees thought that was egregious enough to kind of boot him at that point. And I'll be surprised if they come down with any additional suspension.
I mean, it's just an aggressive league. How aggressive is when you talk about the start? Does it get that aggressive?
It does. It does. I mean, we've had guys suspended for 2 games, 3 games. I mean, it's an emotional game, just like football, right? It's when you play these contact sports and the physical side of things and the emotions are running high, guys tend to take liberties at times, and then you hand them a stick. So you're expecting, I mean, what do you expect? That's going to happen from time to time. So, but I think given the circumstances, generally these guys manage their emotions very well. And occasionally you see something like this, and it's unfortunate because I know that Jamie Benn is a good guy and he's a good player, and he's been in the league forever. He's a captain of that team. They're playing in the conference finals. I'm sure he's really beating himself up today.
Did that put him down 3-0?
Yeah, that early in the game changes the tide, and it's hard to come back from that.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be a tough sled going forward, right? Talk to me about these ice skates. Everybody wants to get me on some skates.
Come on down. I can teach you how to skate.
I mean, do I need to get my ankles wrapped? I feel like I need to get.
We just got to tie those things up really tight, really tight. We might make, we call you an ankle bender if we got to wrap your ankle up when you're wearing your skates.
Dang.
I think maybe we might need to tape you up when we first start.
DP been on the ice.
He stood on the ice to drop the puck. I think that's about as close as he got to it.
I would like to do that instead of just running.
Listen, I say all the time, this is the most challenging sport of all the sports to play, because you can take that elite athlete, that young kid, and their mode of transportation is there. They can run, right? But you take that same kid, you put them on skates, their knees are knocking, they're terrified. And so to be able to play this game at the pace and the speed that these guys are playing it at, whether it be at our level or the college or the pro level, it's really, really impressive.
Would you say that a hockey player, because I watched for the first time in a long time, I watched that game, and I watched the moves on ice, flipping hips, stick. Is hockey the most technical sport in professional sports?
Yeah, well, because there's
team sport,
because there's so many situations that you can't account for, right? Everything happens so fast. In football, you run a play for 7 seconds, you go back to the huddle, and there's a defined responsibility play after play. There's so many variables in hockey, so it's a reactionary sport. And then you've got to make plays in traffic. You got to know that someone's coming to hit you. You're looking to pass pucks under sticks, around bodies, through guys, and so I believe that the entirety of playing that game at a high level is the most challenging sport to play in the entire world.
I think so, because talk to us a little bit about the rules. Listen, I'm a dummy when it comes to hockey, but I grew up watching the Lancers.
We don't talk about those guys.
No, I want you guys, when I said that, the only reason why I said this is this. I want to get a history lesson of hockey. When I see those guys jump from do they check in? How's the check-in work?
I'm controlling what's happening behind the bench. I'm calling the changes. I'm letting guys know, okay, your line's up next. But if this line comes out from their bench, then this line's going to go. So we're trying to match up a little bit. I'm looking 3-4 shifts ahead to see, okay, there's 6 minutes left in the period. I've got to get these guys out on the last shift of the period. So I start to work backwards a little bit.
Yeah.
Then you've got a power play. Then you've got a penalty kill. Then you've got a defensive zone face-off. Those change the situations and decisions that you're making throughout the course of the game. The guys know shift length is anywhere from 35 to about 50 seconds. If we're getting longer than 50 seconds, your shift's getting too long. Your skating's going to start to break down. You're not going to be able. You're not going to be able to defend in transition. We don't want to get caught in our own end for too long. We never change on the back check. So if the puck's going back towards our net, you better not be coming off the ice. You better have saved enough energy that you can go down and defend. And so we try to change while we're in the offensive zone. We try to hem our opponent down and get one guy off at a time if we can. We want to change with possession if we can. But all of that is happening on the fly. And so there's a lot of different things that are going on. Then we've got defensemen being changed at one end of the bench. We've got forwards being changed at the other end of the bench. Sure. I'm trying to communicate with my defensive coach the whole time, making sure that we're getting the right guys out at that side. So there's a lot of variables that go into it. The game has also changed over the course of the last 15 or 20 years. There used to be what's called a 2-line pass. So you've got the 2 blue lines, you've got the red line in the middle down the center of the ice. You couldn't pass the puck across 2 lines. That would shrink the ice. That would allow teams to kind of defend a little bit more. And they took out that 2-line pass rule. And so now you can stretch the ice a little bit. That created more offense. That created more excitement for our fans. Now we can push the D back a little bit. So the game has really evolved to a more offensive style. You used to be able to hook and hold and grab and pull guys down, and smaller guys just couldn't play because the bigger guys could physically dominate them. Now they've taken all that out. They've turned it into a more of a fast skill game. There's still that physicality. Obviously, if you're watching playoff hockey, you know it's there. But at the NHL level, it's a grind. They play an 82-game regular season. Then they're playing potentially 4 7-game series. With the Stars this year, we played 72 games. We played 11 games in our last 15 days. And we ended up losing in the conference finals. And, more than anything, I can sit back and say, I think maybe we ran out of gas.
Really?
We traveled to Waterloo. We played a really emotional series in Waterloo, won that in 3 games. We came home. We're right back on the road. We're into Fargo Thursday, Friday, off Saturday, playing Sunday, Monday at home. It was a lot of hockey, and I'm so proud of our guys for the run that we had. But if you don't get a bye in this league, if you don't get to rest in that first round of the playoffs, it is really hard to win a championship.
Just go. Listen, we are down at Cedars with Coach Russo.
Love
the man, the myth, the legend. And
right.
Hey, did you get your teeth knocked out at all?
No. I was smart enough when I was younger. Listen, I'm at everybody's elbow height. Yeah, I'm not dumb enough to be wearing a half shield. Even if they accidentally get those elbows up, I'm getting it right in the mouth. So my dad paid way too much money for the braces I wore when I was a kid.
Absolutely. Well, listen, we're going to throw it to break. We are down here at Cedars. Come honk at us. Come do something. It's the Captain Show. I'm with Bach and
Rocky.
We'll be right back.
You're listening to 93.7 The Ticket's 12 hours of coverage of Give to Lincoln Day from Cedars at 66th and Pioneers. Donate to Cedars anytime, all day at givetolincoln.com.
You've driven by GE Landscape Supply countless times, likely without even knowing, at 6701 Cornhusker Highway. Now it's time to stop in. GE Landscape Supply sells to homeowners and contractors with a vast selection of landscaping and construction materials. They sell in bulk to save you money, and you can buy anything from a 5-gallon bucket to a semi-load. And don't forget, they deliver anywhere. Stop by 6701 Cornhusker Highway from 7 a.m. to 6 p.m. Monday to Friday and 7 a.m. to 4 p.m. on Saturdays. Go to GELandscapesupply.com for more info or call 402-467-1627.
Springtime is here, and it's time to get to work on outdoor projects. Deck City is a great place to start as Lincoln's local source for everything decks. Deck City has everything you need to build the deck of your dreams. From treated lumber to Westbury aluminum railings and TimberTech composite decking, Call them today to schedule an appointment at 402-480-6671. Go online at deckcityne.com or visit their new location just north of 33rd and Cornhusker Highway.
Grandma and Grandpa, Mom and Dad, then the kids, and now the grandkids. Judson Irrigation has provided lawn sprinkler system design, installation, repair, and service to 4 generations. They're just like members of the family. Loyalty, trust, service. It's what you deserve and expect from Judson Irrigation.
Keep summer green. Call Judson Irrigation 402-420-6277 or judsonirrigation.com.
Junior Achievement of Lincoln inspires and prepares young people for success. Learn more about the people involved in the organization and the success stories over the years each Thursday from 7 to 8 p.m. for the Junior Achievement Hour on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
You've been cooped up inside for too long. School is wrapping up and it's time for a road trip, but the family carriage needs some new tires. We're here to help. The Memorial Day tire sale is happening right now at Graham Tire Company. Goodyear tires, Hankook tires, Nokian tires, Kumho tires, all tires on sale through May 26th. Big savings, instant rebates, mail-in rebates. It's all happening right now at Graham Tire Company. Hurry, GrahamTireLincoln.com, getting you to the places that matter most.
Attention Lincoln. Looking for an effective way to reach the fitness goals you haven't been able to accomplish on your own? Body Fit Training science-based programming is led by multiple highly accredited coaches who will help you get the results you're capable of. Their group of strength training classes are designed to help you build muscle, burn fat, and improve your overall fitness level. At BFT Lincoln, you'll train like an athlete and be surrounded by motivated and like-minded individuals. For May only, get 1 week of classes for just $7 by visiting bodyfittraining.com.
Mary Ellen's Food for the Soul. Smoked meats, amazing sides. The only problem when they fix you a plate is that at some point, that plate will be empty. But hear me out. What if that plate was never empty? That dream can be your reality with the Mary Ellen's Express Lunch Buffet. From 11 to 2 every Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and even Saturday. One price, all you can eat, and it even comes with a drink. Tell your boss you're taking a long lunch and get down there. Mary Ellen's Food for the Soul at 29th and Pine Lake. Let them fix you a plate. The Southern Pecan Cake from Beatrice Bakery. They don't just let you call anything Southern, especially when it's baked right here in Nebraska. But there are standards you have to meet, like a rich, decadent, moist caramel cake? Check. Bursting with too many large pecans to count? Check. Big enough to share with the whole group? Check. But delicious enough that you won't want to share? A big check on that one. The Southern Pecan Cake, the newest cake to the Beatrice Bakery lineup. Try it for yourself at Beatrice Bakery. Online at BeatriceBakery.com. Welcome to our world of yum.
Hey, it's Nicklin Hames from Nebraska Volleyball. I hate wasting time in practice, and I want to help you stop wasting your time when you're looking for an electrician. High Electric has been serving the area for over 30 years for both residential and commercial properties. They are experts in everything like remodeling, new additions, hot tub installation, and more. And they take jobs from Beatrice to Omaha and all towns, big or small, in between. Call them today at 402-466-6606 or learn more at high-electric.com.
Hey, you got any gum?
Yeah, check my backpack.
What's this?
Oh, that's naloxone. It can reverse an opioid overdose. I decided to always keep it on me after my friend almost died. It saved his life.
I'm so sorry. That makes me want to have it with me too.
You totally should. Check the pharmacy. It was actually really easy to get and it's easy to use.
I definitely will. Thanks.
Paid for by the CDC, sponsored by Nebraska DHHS, aired with the Nebraska Broadcasters Association and this station.
You're listening to 93.7 The Ticket's 12 hours of coverage of Give to Lincoln Day from Cedars at 66th and Pioneers. Donate to Cedars anytime, all day at givetolincoln.com. Back with Vershawn Jackson, powered by Bauer, on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Figured I better take this hat off. It's getting a little hot in here.
Yeah.
When the big man walks in the building after 32 years and he said, BJ, where's my shirt? What are you doing without my Cedar shirt on? I'm like, uh-oh. Okay, boss. Okay.
You called me big man. I'm surrounded by all these guys here.
We got Jim. Jim, introduce yourself And then just give us a little bit of background, give us a little bit of history, and then I'll go on my barrage of questions.
Great. Jim Blue. Same color as your shirt, as a matter of
There you
fact.
go.
Did you plan that?
Is that why?
It may be a coincidence. The Cedars color is blue. I don't know.
Has it been blue for 32 years?
No, not that long, but I finally got a status around here.
Was it Husker Red for a while? I know it was. Don't worry about it.
Well, I'm a lifelong Lincoln guy, so you know. So Huskers is in my blood. So I've been blessed to work here, gosh, for 32 years now. And you and I were chatting a little bit off mic, and you know, when we started back in '91, we were serving a couple hundred kids, had about 20 employees, and we've just been so fortunate with the spirit or whatever the force is, where now we're one of the largest child caring organizations in the state of Nebraska. About 1,200 kids in our care every day, and about 200 employees, about 250 foster parents. God bless our foster parents. It's really a tremendous organization. I'm so proud to be part of it. And the people here that work, it's phenomenal. You'll see them in and out. You'll see our therapy dog in a Cedars shirt walking around here today.
With his stomach out. They kept saying, your stomach's out. What's the Cedar dog's name?
Odin.
Odin had his stomach out.
Yeah, he does well here.
So 32 years ago, I would have been 16.
Yep. And I have no idea why they hired me at age 28.
What were you doing that they said, we want Mr. Blue?
Yeah.
Well, what made you get into this line of work?
You know, I was like kids. Like kids better than I like most adults, to tell you the truth.
Me too. Me too. They're easier.
I'm not sure I'm supposed to be saying stuff like that, but I really do like kids a whole lot. You know, I spent 4 years working as a lifeguard at the Knowles Country Club, if you remember that.
Oh, yeah.
2 swimming pool deal
Yes.
there. I volunteered as a big brother in juvenile court. Just always really liked kids. Worked at the treatment center. I worked with the chronically mentally ill in Omaha for a couple years, and that was really enlightening and inspirational in that if I have an opportunity to get younger in life,
then you do it.
Then I was fortunate to end up here, and we have just grown. I was saying that I don't have a whole lot of skills, but I'm really good, I think, at attracting and retaining wonderfully talented people who care a lot.
Who's your longest tenure employee?
Well, that would be our CFO, the lady with the money. 34 years.
She got you beat.
That's
how you got the job.
The lady with the money. I'm 32. Our vice president for human resources, right over there, from Howells, Nebraska.
Roof House.
30 years with the organization.
30. She's not old enough to be 30 years.
Yeah, she's old. Yeah.
Oh my gosh! Will you stop?
Yeah.
Who else? What else you got? 30. So 30 here.
Yeah, I mean,
amazing.
And so we've got great tenure in the organization. Our communications person, but you know, the director of our emergency shelter. This is actually her second time around at Cedars. She started here as a therapist working with the kids, went off and did something else. And then, you know, that was a mistake to leave Cedars.
That's right.
It's always a mistake to leave Cedars. And then came back to us as the director of this emergency shelter. It is the only emergency shelter in all of Southeast Nebraska. It is nothing close to 3 hots and a cot. It is a innovative national accredited program. And we have case managers working with the kids, trying to get them out and back home or into an apartment or some kind of treatment program. Our education program is just really phenomenal. It's all interwoven in the shelter. So many of the kids come to our emergency shelter from being homeless or being moved around the foster care system, and they are behind on their credits. That's smart kids, but when you're living in 4 different places in a year, you can't complete the semester.
Right.
So we added this educational component to it. And of course, it's tutoring. We have staff and volunteers who do tutoring. Sometimes we're surrogates for kids whose parents are not available. So we'll actually enroll them in Lincoln Public Schools, go to parent-teacher conferences. But the big thing is, as I was mentioning to you, we get kids from all over the state. And I remember this young man from Central City came to us in about March. And with our education staff, him being in shelter, with our education staff, through remote learning, he was able to complete that semester, graduate from Central City
Nice.
with his class. And
Wow.
you can't get behind on school.
Yeah.
It's so hard.
How do they donate though? Let's put a thumbtack in this. And
all right.
How do people donate?
I was going to tell you another
Cedars?
kid story, but fine.
No,
I'll
you
talk about it.
come back. Listen, we got a while, so you come back
All
with
right.
the kid story. But we want to get people to donate because it's Give to Cedars Day today,
Yep.
right?
Well, close. Yeah.
Give to Lincoln.
Give to Lincoln Day, but it's Give to Cedars too.
I don't mind it, man. I don't mind it, percent. The two easy ways. The easiest way is with your phone or computer. Type in search, Give to Lincoln Day. That will bring you to the Lincoln Community Foundation, who we are so appreciative of our friends at Lincoln Community Foundation for making all this possible. That will type in Give Lincoln Day. There's a drop-down menu. Type in Cedars, and it'll come right up. It's as easy as that. That's how I did mine.
Gotcha.
The other way, on the complete other end of the spectrum, happened this morning. Right here, 66 and Pioneers. You folks are so nice to do this live broadcast on our porch. We have a lane right in front of us here. You can drive by and drop by a check. We actually had someone drive by, roll down their window, and throw out a $100 bill on it, and then drive off. So
take that here.
So that's the other end of the spectrum. Yeah.
Bach, you got some questions for Mr. Blue?
Well, just first of all, great organization. I love it. You know, it's almost it's crazy just to think about the amount of kids that you guys are able to help, and you know what's better than that? What's more important than that? So I want to hear more about the kid story that you're getting into, because I love those inspirational stories. And again, to me, it's just like, you know, this is as good as it gets. What's better than helping kids in your own community?
We've got a young man in shelter from a small town in Nebraska who I think got on, through not much fault of his own, got on the wrong side of the law. A whole bunch of circumstances. So he's with us now. So one of the major things we do, we are a detention alternative. So non-violent offender youth. Nobody wants to put those kids behind bars at age 15, right? So instead of going to jail, the kids come here, and we're lucky to be able to serve them. So this young man came to us as a freshman in high school. Our education program and Lincoln Public Schools has worked with him. He has gotten so far ahead on his credits, and he'll go back home, because I think he'll go back home. Actually, his case is final trial is today. So thoughts with him. He got so far ahead that LPS said, we don't want you to come to school on Tuesdays and Thursdays. Because as a freshman, you're on pace to graduate here like 2 years ahead.
Hey!
Like 2 years ahead.
Wow.
So now we have to find him activities on Tuesdays and Thursdays because he gets bored doing that, can't go to school, can't do anything. So our education staff's wonderful. The kids are great, and that's why I come to work. He's a remarkable young man. We've got about 1,200 other remarkable kids here in the organization.
This is a beautiful campus. How long has this campus been here? Give us some history and background about the campus.
We were founded in 1947. Our founders moved here in 48. This was a farmhouse, and then there were 2 barracks. This was a World War II conscientious objectors camp. The Mennonite Church bought this back in 39. They saw the war coming. And, you know, Mennonite Church, there's a religious principle about nonviolence. So you could get exempted from the draft, but you had to come to a work camp. So this was a work camp during World War II. Yep, for conscientious objectors. I'm sure they did all sorts of great things in the community. We acquired this in 48 when it was empty. By 53, the old buildings were down, and the first part of what stands today was erected. It was kind of on the tail end of the orphanage movement in the 50s and things like that. Today, the old building is we call it our mothership. That's where human resources is, all of our training. It's where I am, all of our hiring stuff. But in 2009, we built an emergency shelter off the back. That's the emergency shelter I was referring to. It's a wonderful state-of-the-art facility. And the kids deserve nothing less than a state-of-the-art facility when they're in that kind of situation,
Absolutely.
Homeless. But what we do here, guys, is is a small portion of what this organization does in the state. We also have the Northbridge Community Center, 27th and Holdridge, amongst other things. That is a childcare for the kids of very low income working parents, nationally accredited, about 50 kids over there. That's about prevention. We do after school care at Clinton, Hartley, and Randolph elementary schools. Those kids, instead of going home to an empty apartment or house, they stay there and we work with them at those schools. Downtown, we have a drop-in center for runaway and homeless youth. Street outreach that comes out of that. That is kids were knocking on the door waiting for us to open up yesterday. We have an office in Omaha. About 70% of our kids are with their parents because nobody wants a 4-year-old to be removed from their loving, albeit sometimes ill-equipped parent, right? We want to help that family stay together. That's like 70% of work. Right. The other 30% is working with kids who unfortunately don't have a safe place to spend the night.
Have you ever had a kid that came to the program that turned around and worked for you?
Absolutely. That's a long list. I think of Taylor, who used to be with us as a child in shelter, and she told me that at new employee orientation. She worked in shelter then. We provided her with a scholarship so that she could get her bachelor's degree from the university.
Nice.
Her first in family bachelor's degree from the university. And then she just moved to be with her sister in Virginia. And I wrote a letter of reference for her to get a job in a similar organization in Virginia. So Taylor comes to my mind.
Come on, Blue. Hey, we all blue down here too. Hey, Cedars, it's officially Give to Lincoln Day.
You guys are awesome.
Come on now. Give me a good handshake over there, man. It's good. I'm gonna have to come back when we got more time where I can come and we can. Are those tennis courts down there?
Yes, they're not ours, but we get on them.
Okay, I wanted to make sure we can get on them.
Yep.
Listen, get down here now. Honk. We're on Pioneers Boulevard. Bach, you got anything else you like to say?
I don't know.
Guess what? We're powered
by
Bauer. We'll be right back from Cedars, Mr. Blue.
You're listening to 93.7 The Ticket's 12 hours of coverage of Give to Lincoln Day from Cedars at 66th and Pioneers. Donate to Cedars anytime, all day at givetolincoln.com. This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. The home of Kansas City Royals baseball. KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket. Generation V.
Start summer off right with the Midwest's favorite for Vapor, Delta, and much more during the Generation V summer sale. Starts Memorial Weekend.
Generation V.
Save up to 50% off during the Generation V summer sale. Get a free bottle of Nick Salts when you buy a pod system. Get 20% off all Honey Root Delta products and much more.
Generation V.
Now with 4 Lincoln locations. Stop in Memorial Weekend to take advantage of the Generation V summer sale.
E6 contain nicotine. Nicotine is an addictive chemical.
Motor Food is Lincoln's hardest rocking food truck and cafe. Motor Food creates old school comfort food with a 21st century twist and lots of rock and roll attitude. Try the barbecue pulled pork mac and cheese, the grilled chicken Firebird sandwich, a 100% all beef split grilled hot dog, and any version of their funky fries. Stop by the cafe just behind Outback Steakhouse on 48th Street or catch the food truck out and about all spring and summer. Check out their menu, order carry out, or schedule catering at motorfoodtruck.com.
Hi, it's Charlie Stone again, and with me on the line, Andy Goodyear, General Manager of Honda of Lincoln. Andy, I know how proud you and everyone at the dealership are to earn the prestigious Honda President's Award year after year, 17 times. Tell our listeners what it means to you and your customers.
Thanks, Charlie. Yeah, all of us are extremely proud to have earned this award, and I want all of our customers to know it's not just earned by one person's effort. It's the entire dealership. Sales, parts, and our amazing service department.
17 times. Wow. How does that compare to other Honda dealers?
This award is only given to the most elite dealerships that demonstrate excellence We really do strive to go above and beyond for the ultimate customer experience before and after the sale, Charlie.
That's why for 2022, Honda of Lincoln is once again Nebraska's #1 volume Honda dealer. Come experience the Honda of Lincoln way of doing business, 27th and Yankee Hill Road, or online at hondaoflincoln.com.
Junior Achievement of Lincoln inspires and prepares young people for success. Learn more about the people involved in the organization and the success stories over the years each Thursday from 7 to 8 p.m. for the Junior Achievement Hour on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Repeat after me. I will not touch the fuse box.
I will probably not touch the fuse box.
Sip, do you remember what happened last time?
Yeah, I remember.
What happened?
Half of the city block lost power.
And?
My chicken condo went haywire.
That's right. The chickens ran wild. So what do we do instead?
Call Joe at Ambition Electric and let him handle everything. Look, saved on speed dial.
Ambition Electric, 402-217-3415 or online at ambitionelectric.com.
Some kids worry about making the sports team. Others worry about where they'll sleep tonight. In Lincoln, 300 kids are in need of a safe and loving home. Cedars is here for them, but we do need your help. A gift to Cedars makes an immediate impact on Lincoln's kids. And on Give to Lincoln Day, your gift goes even further. I'm Jim Blue, president of the Cedars organization, and I'm asking you to go to givetolincoln.com to make your gift to Cedars and support Lincoln's kids today.
Look at your car. It's filthy and probably has a few dings and nicks all over it. Don't be that guy. Get it upgraded and repaired at Renew Your Auto. At Renew Your Auto, they offer tons of services: ceramic coating, window tinting, paintless dent repair, washes and details, bed liners, body shop, and more. Where can you go to get services like that all in one place? Schedule your appointment today at renewyourauto.com. See what Renew can do for you.
Spring is here, and Acres has special financing on all John Deere lawn tractors and zero-turn mowers. Get your yard looking great and use John Deere's wide selection of attachments to landscape your property to perfection. And for a limited time, with a purchase of a new John Deere mower, get up to $200 to apply to the steel power tool of your choice. From trimmers to chainsaws, gas or electric, Acres is your home for steel products and service. Acres, solutions for every field.
Hey, it's Nicklin Hames from Nebraska Volleyball. I hate wasting time in practice, and I want to help you stop wasting your time when you're looking for an electrician. High Electric has been serving the area for over 30 years for both residential and commercial properties. They are experts in everything like remodeling, new additions, hot tub installation, and more. And they take jobs from Beatrice to Omaha and all towns, big or small, in between. Call them today at 402-466-6606 or learn more at high-electric.com.
Too many people believe that chronic pain, allergies, or illness are permanent and something you're stuck with. Novotny Nutrition and Wellness has been proving that narrative wrong for 29 years and changing lives for the better in the process. Their team is trained in the newest, most advanced pain-relieving techniques and ways to deal with toxins, allergies, pollution, and emotion that make you ill. Call today for a free consultation at 531-254-5695 or go to novotnynutritionandwellness.com. Novotny Nutrition and Wellness, located at 7th and Superior.
You're listening to 93.7 The Ticket's 12 hours of coverage of Give to Lincoln Day from Cedars at 66th and Pioneers. Donate to Cedars anytime, all day at givetolincoln.com. This is 93.7 The Ticket.
Look at me, sure. Look at me, sure. I'm the captain now.
Three-time national champion Vershawn Jackson.
Touchdown. Vershawn Jackson, number 34, gets the touchdown. Terrell Farley, defending Terrell Farley, who last week in his first start was a holy terror, number 43.
And Jake Bakovic.
I've talked to a few cats. They said that Bach got some game, man.
Coming at you live from the Coppel Chevrolet GMC studios in the heart of Lincoln, America. On air and online at theticketfm.com. Powered by Bauer. Here he is, Vershawn Jackson.
We are live at Cedars, 66 in Pioneers. Get out here. We just finished talking to Mr. Blue, giving us the lowdown on what 32 years looks like. I'm looking at his staff and I'm like, 60, 70-ish. 70 years of commitment right there. Listen, that's why you win. When you got people who ride with you for 12, 30, 25, they know you inside and out. They know how you tick. They know what you're doing. Why did Coach Osborne win? His coaches rode with him for years with the Z. They know him inside and out. So the blueprint is still the blueprint. Longevity, great people, surrounding yourself around people that are better, hopefully, than you, because it makes you look good. Great, especially if you're the boss. Right, DP? Trying to throw him a live ball.
Kind of sounds like
he didn't even swing at it. He just knocked my ball down.
Kind of sounds like me and your friendship. 35, 30 years? 27.
Have I been knowing you that long?
Come on.
I'm sorry.
Since I was 19?
19.
Yeah.
I've been protecting you.
Yeah.
Come here, son.
Whatever.
Can I have that hat since I protected you all those years?
No, you need a hat though. But
I have a hat right here.
Here you go.
Is
this yours?
Yeah, he just gave that to me.
No, he just handed it to me. Thank you,
Give it up, little sucker. That's Coach Rocky.
No, it's G.
Lance.
I know, but it came in the Rocky package. Give it up. I just threw Rocky the Rocky package. Let me put my hat on. Bam!
There you go.
All right, that looks better now. Okay. I don't know about all that.
So, Bob, guess what?
What's up?
The Celtics only gonna last one game.
Hey, actually,
That's
at
it.
least they got one in. I don't want to get swept at least.
Well, yeah. I mean,
like the Lakers.
Was you sweating last night when you watched it? Probably in the third quarter.
Was I sweating?
Yeah.
I mean, when you're down 3-0, I mean, I'll be excited if they can pull another one together. But I mean, this is a long shot. I'm excited they didn't get swept, but I'm still. I mean, there's instability within the franchise about are they going to keep Jaylen Brown around? Are they going to keep Jason Tatum together? I hope that they do because that's a young core. They could say that maybe they don't necessarily play complementary ball, but they're only teammates on the first and second team All NBA this year. I know that's regular season, but they're getting to Eastern Conference Finals regularly. I know it doesn't look good for them to get to the finals. I'm not exactly sweating it because I pretty much already accepted it's probably not the case. But I'll start to get excited if they can win another one.
Going fishing.
He fishing for something. Yeah.
They going deep sea stink bait catfishing.
Now,
and I ain't talking about noodling.
Speaking of fishing, this is the type of fishing weather right here.
This is beautiful.
Yeah, this is
not right now.
Well, yeah, I think it's that time now.
Yeah, but like right now, 12. It's a little warm.
I mean, you got to find you some
Where you
shade.
gonna go to Holmes Lake?
Yeah, Holmes Lake, right there.
You got your fishing license?
That's what I got to go get.
Well, you better go get that. We just told them where we're going to be at.
Well, I'm not going today, but probably by the end of the week, I'm going to cast my first pole. By the end of the week.
What are you fishing?
Anything, man. I just want to catch something and just free my mind.
What are you fishing with?
I don't care if I fish by myself. You know, I don't want to listen. Oh,
are you fishing?
I'm going to get
a worm, corn,
a worm, some jig bait, some jigs. See what I can.
Are you a multiple fish guy?
There we go.
Well, I try to do 2 fishing poles at once. So I will have a catfish pole, and then I have my regular pole.
Okay.
So then I'm just gonna go out there and just find me a good spot and just sit and chill.
Bach, you a fisherman?
I'm not much of a fisherman. When I have done fish well, I've caught with corn. Corn works, I've figured out.
Does Sorensen look like he fish? No. Yeah, he doesn't. Do you fish?
Huh?
Yeah, you look like you look like you can't even string a pole up.
He can. hey, you leave Sorensen alone. Okay, that's my buddy over there. I bring him shrimp nachos. He doesn't eat them, but he's still my buddy.
You don't bring us anything.
And he's a Dolphins fan, so he's against fishing.
Hey,
Dolphins.
listen just a second. The Dolphins are secretly backdooring some stuff here. I don't know if you guys are paying attention to this, but they're putting a team together. I'm watching, Jake, and I'm starting to like the Dolphins just a little bit more.
You're gonna drown with them.
No, I'm not.
You're gonna drown with them. Fins down.
Yeah.
Fins folded. All they got to do is lose Mariota and it's over. Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying. That's not a team. You lose one player. Technically, my bad.
Yeah.
You lose one player and your season goes. Whoa.
Who is the backup this year? Because they don't have Bridgewater anymore, right? Mike White? That's not actually a bad backup. It's all right. It's not Tua.
I mean, the guy that played last year in the playoffs, I mean, was it the playoffs? Or?
Skylar Thompson?
Yeah, he played great. That game that I watched him, he played great.
Yeah.
He played enough to earn somewhere else to go. You know,
He's still there. He's still there.
Well, backups last forever.
Yeah.
So
yeah, it might be a long time backup.
yeah.
But they
I wish I played quarterback.
Yeah, you're too short. You wouldn't have went far.
While we're on the NFL, let me ask you guys real quick. Adrian Peterson today said he's not officially retired. He's 38 years old. What do you would you think about a 38-year-old running back?
Absolutely. Listen, you just because you're 38 years old, I'm 48, and I've made it into 400.
That's right.
I made it. I didn't say I did it in a stellar time, but I would think if I go into strict training and I really get after it 2 or 3 times a day, then I would imagine that my time would get better. Adrian Peterson?
Something.
Is that your phone?
I don't think so. No,
What is
that's
that?
not
What is it?
It sounds like an opera or something, whatever.
Yeah, I like that
Okay,
music.
Rashawn, I'm gonna stop you right there because yesterday we talked about LeBron being 38. Now we're talking about Adrian Peterson, 38, versus getting banged up for however many years he done been banged up. Father Time has checked him out already.
He didn't play last year. I played 2 years ago sparingly with the Seahawks and the Titans. But he's what? I tried to read it up. He needs 82 rushing yards to hit 15,000.
Wow.
So maybe the Vikings or somebody will bring him in
For 82
throwaway
yards.
game to get 82 yards. I don't know.
It'll take him 4 games to get 82
Yeah, you're going to have to climb a few games.
He has got to continue to play. You know why? He's got like 11 kids. 12 kids.
Yeah,
10, 15 kids.
He should have saved enough money.
You know what that child support payment looks like? They're all under 18. Are you kidding me right now? Have you ever been put on child support and you was in the NFL? 6 zeros a month. What happens when you don't get those checks anymore? How do you pay that?
Well, it's just probably like the guy from what it was, the Beatles who got divorced. What's his name?
Oh.
Who was that? Paul McCartney. One of them got divorced a long time. 20 mil a year.
Man, that's crazy. Anyway, that's neither here nor there. But Nebraska news. Can we talk some Husker football? Is anything going on in Husker land?
Well, we talked a little bit about it in the first segment, but Tyler Knack, the offensive tackle, has committed to Nebraska. He was the Utah transfer, hasn't played a game for Utah, was a true freshman last season. So this is one of those portal gets, not necessarily for right away, maybe could contribute right away, but probably down the line type of thing. It's interesting in a few different ways. They do need tackles. Maybe he could come in and fight for some playing time. Also, as we know, the 85 scholarship limit, still kind of waiting to see how that factors out. But if they're reaching into the portal, they're not too worried about it, obviously.
No, I mean, you gotta get people to replace that offensive line, first of all. And I don't say replace it, but renew it. How about I say that? Because if we do the exact same things that we did even in the spring game, it's still going to be a long season. So, again, you better get bigger, stronger, faster, and I hope the kid's coming. He's got 4 years. I like that part. We're looking at the future. But he's got to come in and he's got to work in order to be a factor in this season.
So, VJ, when we played summertime, how long would we go?
Ask me that.
How long would we go home? I know you would go somewhere with somebody for a week in the summer.
Nah, buddy.
Oh, okay. I forgot you had the daughter.
I didn't go home in the summer.
Yeah, I mean
I was at home anyway,
but the out of state guys, they'll leave for a week.
Maybe some of them didn't leave.
Oh, I left for like a week.
Yeah,
and came right back.
Yeah, well, but that's dedication.
Yeah.
And that I think was imposed by us as players.
Yeah, and one thing we didn't have was the NIL for the money for us to fly home that weekend. See, that's the difference that these kids
Well, y'all had to pay for it.
Yeah, I mean, no, we got that one trip back and forth, but these kids can go home in the middle of a session on the weekend. Oh, I'm gonna fly home for the weekend.
Right.
We couldn't do that. We didn't have NIL.
They got enough money to do that.
We had enough money to buy us 6 packs of ramen noodles with a couple of packages of sardines to mix with your noodles up. So we don't have the luxury like they had to go home. I'm going home this weekend. It's Memorial Day weekend. Oh no.
No, they was trying to go home with the captain. Everybody was like, hey, we're gonna go to y'all. We going up to your grandpa's, y'all having food and stuff. Yeah, I'm like, yeah, come on, y'all, let's go. You know what I'm saying? So the guys that stuck around, you gotta take your hat off. It was 95% of us in the summertime that what you're talking about is the first 3-week session.
Yeah.
There was like a 2 to 3 week period where you didn't get any money.
Yeah.
And you had to wait. And if you didn't go to 3 weeks, now that went to 5 weeks? The guys who didn't go to didn't go to that first 3 weeks, man, your whole life was different because now it's okay, you can go work in the stadium with Shep. And Shep's gonna have you in 100-degree heat, painting the stairs, painting the rails.
Ooh.
Doing things that you think to yourself, certainly he's going to take it off on me. Now, Shep, I think Shep secretly was a trainer because Shep would be like, hey, Jackson, guess what we're doing today? And I'd be like, what? We're painting the rails. I like, where? 117.
All the way up.
Yeah. Thanks, Shep.
Hey.
But those relationships and the stories that I got from Shep, who was around, he was the groundskeeper for Nebraska for 45 years plus. I can take them with me. So, I learned some things. Don't ever work for the University of Nebraska groundskeeping in 1993, 4 or 5.
You worked all them years?
I did, and I only made like $7 an hour.
Ooh.
And then I hear you guys get these plush jobs working with the kids. It might have been Cedar kids working with the kids. These guys are making like $20 an hour. I'm coming in, I'm sweating.
What about all that ramen noodles he was talking about?
I'm a couple shades darker.
That was on the weekend, Bob.
Oh, okay.
And my buddy Terrell Farley says, hey, BJ, guess where we just came from? I'm like, where? The zoo. It's great.
The mall.
No,
We come from everywhere.
Yeah.
It was just a glorified babysitting service. Is all it was.
That's it.
Why didn't I get that job?
You didn't.
Dang.
You had to put
You know
in
the
some
jobs
more
I got.
hours. Did you get it your senior year though?
Absolutely not. You know the jobs that I got, and look, shout out Ayers and Ayers.
Yeah.
Right? Because I got that job. Right. Shout out Nebraska Boiler.
Ooh.
I got that job. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
There ain't no uh-oh.
No. We're going to set the record straight as to why you got the jobs you got versus what everybody else got. We've heard the Coach Osborne, Vershawn Jackson story.
Sure.
And it always starts with a phone call from his assistant. Vershawn, please report to Coach's office for something other than football. Right? So, and then
Only because I was there.
Yeah. You were always there. Whenever there was a thing happening that shouldn't be happening,
I was there with good stuff too.
Coincidence? Not. Vershawn, come to the office.
Could you imagine?
And then
if
imagine
I
what
wasn't
happens.
there?
Imagine what happens. Cedars thinking about his wonderful young people that's trying to help. And they said, look, we need Huskers. Do we get the black shirt or do we get the guy that was just in the coach's office because of extracurricular activity? Which one are we going to get?
Hey,
I'm sending Vershawn.
Don't you snitch on me, Vershawn.
Right?
Don't you do it.
Look, it's
Thanks
my
for having
story.
my
Let
back,
me
black
tell it.
shirt. Yeah.
Let me tell it. For the sake of this story, you're the angel of the two. Like this is like we fully know that it's two spicy meatballs we're talking about. One is less spicy all the time. all the time. So that's why record cleared.
Oh,
There's a
come
reason
on.
why. Look, Bach understand. Bach right now is thinking, yeah, if I needed a babysitter for young Bach, yeah, I kind of know which way I'd go.
And you know what? I'm going to say what I always say. Never judge a book by its cover. I've raised a 30-year-old and a 25-year-old, and I've got 4 grandkids right now that love their paw to death. So
you're the master's class. You're the master's class in what not to do. You know the playbook already.
Right.
You know the playbook. Listen, little dude. I know you think this is brand new, but Grandpa VJ already did it.
Already done.
When I finish with Lil Bach, he's gonna be the best Call of Duty player.
Hey, you know what? Hey, listen. Hey, let me tell you something. This is to go to DP's point. I'm getting ready to go here on why I got them old crummy jobs. I so wanted to be like, mute his mic. But I figured that probably wouldn't be a good idea.
That's the one mic you might not be able to mute.
Well, whoever muted his mic by listening to me, that might not be a good idea.
Trouble.
Yeah, but no, I think when you look at recruiting, though, when you look at Nebraska football, it's right now, the dog days of summer, right? Just like Cedars, we out here right now trying to get X, Y, and Z. And we are powered by Bauer
Infrastructure.
Bauer
Underground
Brand
Excavating.
Cedars, give us a honk. 66 and Pioneer. We'll be right back. It's the Captain Show with DP still acting like Mary Lynn.
You're listening to 93.7 The Ticket's 12 hours of coverage of Give to Lincoln Day from Cedars at 66th and Pioneers. Donate to Cedars anytime, all day at givetolincoln.com.
Generation V. Start summer off right with the Midwest's favorite for Vapor, Delta, and much more during the Generation V summer sale. Starts Memorial Weekend. Generation V. Save up to 50% off during the Generation V summer sale. Get a free bottle of Nick salts when you buy a pod system. Get 20% off all Honey Root Delta products and much more. Generation V. Now with 4 Lincoln locations. Stop in Memorial Weekend to take advantage of the Generation V summer sale.
These 6 contain nicotine. Nicotine is an addictive chemical.
Mary Ellen's Food for the Soul. Smoked meats, amazing sides. The only problem when they fix you a plate is that at some point, that plate will be empty. But hear me out. What if that plate was never empty? That dream can be your reality with the Mary Ellen's Express Lunch Buffet. From 11 to 2 every Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and even Saturday. One price, all you can eat, and it even comes with a drink. Tell your boss you're taking a long lunch and get down there. Mary Ellen's Food for the Soul at 29th and Pine Lake. Let them fix you a plate.
Big box stores are tempting for buying equipment for your high schooler in sports or for yourself in your sports leisures. But buying new is awfully expensive. Why not go somewhere with new and used options? Play It Again Sports is quality, slightly to gently used equipment, and 50% of their inventory is actually new equipment. And it's more than baseball, softball, and golf. They also have equipment for disc golf, fitness, hockey, and more. Plus, they're always buying products. Bring your gear you're done with and get trade money on the spot. Play It Again Sports at 48th and Vine.
This is former Husker Kenny Wilhite. Some kids worry about basic math, others worry about basic needs. In Lincoln, 132 kids are receiving intensive support from Cedar Street Outreach Team. A gift to Cedars makes an immediate impact on Lincoln's kids. And on Give to Lincoln Day on May 24th, your gift goes even further. Go to givetolincoln.com to make your gift to Cedars to support Lincoln kids. That's givetolincoln.com, helping kids through Cedars.
Hey, it's Nicklin Hames from Nebraska Volleyball. I hate wasting time in practice, and I want to help you stop wasting your time when you're looking for an electrician. High Electric has been serving the area for over 30 years for both residential and commercial properties. They are experts in everything like remodeling, new additions, hot tub installation, and more. And they take jobs from Beatrice to Omaha and all towns, big or small, in between. Call them today at 466-6606 or learn more at high-electric.com.
Junior Achievement of Lincoln inspires and prepares young people for success. Learn more about the people involved in the organization and the success stories over the years each Thursday from 7 to 8 p.m. for the Junior Achievement Hour on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Action Plumbing, Heating, Air, and Electric brings exciting career opportunities for you or someone you know. They are now hiring plumbers, electricians, and HVAC techs and installers to continually build their professional team. They offer competitive pay and full benefits packages that include health, dental, vision, PTO, and 401k options. Action has created a positive team environment for over 50 years. Apply online at actionlincoln.com.
Attention all Wings fans! 89-cent wings are back on Tuesdays at Buffalo Wings and Rings in Lincoln. Enjoy the best wings in town for boneless or traditional at a price that makes the whole family happy. And now at the Williamsburg Village Wings and Rings, you can enjoy $1.50 tall boys in Bud Light, Coors Light, Busch Light, and Michelob Ultra every day after 7 p.m. and all day on Sundays. Get to Wings and Rings today and make sure to stop by on Tuesdays for 89-cent wings.
If you're interested in installing solar panels in Nebraska, there's a name you need to know. Solar by Alpine Electric is based out of Lincoln, and you can be sure your project will be handled with care and detail because Rick, the owner of Solar by Alpine Electric, will be involved in the entire process from start to finish. We're an REC Solar Certified Pro installer and handle jobs in Lincoln and the surrounding area. Let us show you real-time results in your area. Call Rick today at 402-440-4371. Solar by Alpine Electric.
At first, I was really nervous and intimidated to buy a ring. I wasn't sure what I was getting into.
My experience at Starter Heyman was very easy. I felt like I walked out of Starter Heyman with the ring that was going to make her go wow and say yes.
I love my ring. It is so beautiful.
I absolutely love my ring. I get compliments on it all the time. I always tell them Starter Heyman.
Yeah, we would definitely recommend Starter Heyman.
Yeah, it was great. We're
definitely
coming
back
in the future.
Sauter Heyman Jewelers, Lincoln and Grand Island. SauterHeyman.com.
You've been cooped up inside for too long. School is wrapping up and it's time for a road trip, but the family carriage needs some new tires. We're here to help. The Memorial Day tire sale is happening right now at Graham Tire Company. Goodyear tires, Hankook tires, Nokian tires, Kumho tires, all tires on sale through May 26th. Big savings, instant rebates, mail-in rebates. It's all happening right now at Graham Tire Company. Hurry, GrahamTireLincoln.com, getting you to the places that matter most.
You're listening to 93.7 The Ticket's 12 hours of coverage of Give to Lincoln Day from Cedars at 66th and Pioneers. Donate to Cedars anytime, all day at givetolincoln.com. Back with Vershawn Jackson, powered by Bauer. On 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
So like those two guys, I don't know. Us people that we can't see, but we can hear very, very well. I don't know what's wrong with them. Hers is super loud. Can you turn it down, Jakey? We're talking. I am with Miss Kalita
Yes.
Swoboda Bach.
You got it.
Swoboda Bach. Tell me about Swoboda Bach. How long you been at Cedars? How long you been working with Mr. Blue? And just give us the skinny. Pressure. Give us the skinny. Hey, did you go get a haircut? Is that what you just went? Something happened. Something's different here.
He's got a Diet Coke.
Is that what it is? Just the Coke he got refreshed?
Getting refreshed.
Okay, go.
So I've been with Cedars for only about 6.5 months, honestly. So I am new to the team. I'm the baby of the team.
You're the newbie.
Yep, I'm the newbie.
What's your title?
Vice President of Development for Cedars.
6 months?
Yep.
He held out on us. he was ranting and raving, and then he gave me the playbook about you. Like, yeah, she's in her, and I want you to talk to her. And well, congratulations.
Well, thanks. I feel super honored to be a part of the Cedars organization. I grew up in Lincoln.
We do this. We talk to people. I feel like my job as the development person is to help make dreams come true.
Yeah.
And what that means is not only the dreams for the kids that we have in our care. We've got about 1,200 kids at Cedars every day within our care. For the families that we work with and that we support. The vision of our founders, the Danners, in 1947 and what they were trying to do here in Lincoln. And the vision of our board and our president and CEO, Jim Blue. But more than that, it's also helping for people who perhaps aren't able to do the kind of work that the 1,200 folks at Cedars are able to do every day, working with those kids, working with their families, and they still want to feel like they're a part of it. They still want to help support their passion for Lincoln's kids. For sometimes they seem like they're the populations of kids that we serve. And so to me, it's giving them a chance to fulfill their dream because making a donation, by giving a gift, by making that investment in what Cedars does, what other nonprofits around Lincoln do, especially on a day like today, Give to Lincoln Day, it really helps them to fulfill a dream too.
Absolutely. Absolutely. You know, when you think about, you know, you've been here 6 months. It don't seem like that to me. It seems like you're already, you know, you talked about the Danners. Old Blue didn't talk about the Danners. I didn't know. He didn't say anything about the Danners. Oh, Coach Blue over there forgot the Danners. He forgot to mention the Danners. But no, I think that's absolutely awesome that you guys are just getting out there developing the community to get behind something that's awesome.
Yeah.
Now, the little birdie put in my ear that you knew Rafter when he wasn't up in the rafters, when he was looking eyeball to you.
Yes,
now,
that's true.
What year would that have been? Because I find it hard to believe. Did he be Jack and the Beanstalk? Did he eat some magical bean and just start growing? Because you said you guys
Maybe
were
like
looking
86, 87,
Wow.
like junior high.
Wow.
So Raph was my size in junior high.
Right.
You know, it's hard to believe
That
because
is.
he's not a small man.
No. You think he was in one of those laboratories or something? Because he come
His
back
mother
and he's
just called in, so for his birthday. So I think he's legit.
okay, good.
Yeah.
Now another birdie is AD.
Yes.
You knew a young AD at Lincoln High. How was he?
I knew him as Aaron. That's how long it's been, right?
It wasn't AD.
Yeah, no.
The acronyms came
No,
after we
no,
went to
came-
college.
yeah.
For AD, it went, but it was just Aaron.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, we went to
Aaron
high school
Davis.
together. Yes. Super proud Lincoln High School graduate and real happy to be back in Lincoln and just ecstatic to be here at Cedars.
Are you a Husker fan?
Of course. I bleed red.
So what are you excited about the new season?
Do we have to talk about the new season?
Dang, you're not excited then. No, we don't. We'll let it go and
I
we'll
feel
just wait.
like my job is to leave that to the experts
There
here,
you go.
right? So that's really,
Okay, well, tell us again how, if they wanted to give to Cedars, where do they need to go? How do they need to do it?
Yeah, well, first of all, we are delighted to be partnering with The Ticket. All of you guys are out here from 6 o'clock this morning to 6 o'clock tonight. We're at 6601 Pioneers Boulevard. So if you want to drop by, come see us. We've had some pretty hysterical moments earlier where people would literally drive by and just like throw hundreds of dollars on the concrete and then they just kept driving. So, we're having a great time out here. Please stop by and see us. You're welcome to do that. If you want to go to givetolincoln.com.
Yep.
That's the website for today. This is where the Lincoln Community Foundation, shout out to them. They match a percentage of all of the
Nice.
gifts
Wow.
that are given today. So not only by making a gift today to Cedars, you're obviously 100% of the proceeds support the work that we're doing at Cedars. I'll talk about a special project if you want, where that funding is going this year. But it also helps with that match. And it helps with what you guys are doing here too, which is to elevate and amplify the work that we're doing here at
Absolutely.
Cedars, which is phenomenal. So thank you.
All right, you ready for this one?
I
We want
don't
to give a couple shots out to some people that gave some money.
All right.
You
do
ready?
it. Yeah.
I'm
do
ready.
it. I'm ready.
On your march, get set,
Go.
And then I wasn't ready. You know what I'm saying? I didn't think you were gonna say go. Good job. Okay, here, let's do it again. On your march,
get set,
go.
Kelly, Jeff, Melissa, Catherine, Anonymous, Paul, Anonymous, Richard, Barbara, Nancy, Dallas, Cody, Jackie, Janice, Nicole, Sarah, Rachel, Jenna, Judith, Linda, Irene, Amanda, Michael, Peggy, Merlene, Julie, Jan, Richard, Kendra, Jay, Susan, Samina, Patty, Amy, Joan, Daniel, Kay, and Dan. Thank you.
Thank you. It's awesome.
Man. Woo. You think you can do that?
No.
Oh, damn. I listen, you think Bach can do it? I think Bach can do it. He can do it. We got to. I'm gonna hand it over to him. Here's another list.
Right.
Go, Bach. Okay, you gotta say. You start it. Go.
All right. On your marks.
Get set.
Go.
Nadine, Chad, Richard, Tyson, Joyce, Anonymous, Margaret, Judith, Amy, Dan, Anonymous, Bob, Gary, Elizabeth, Lisa, Sally, Dave, Jan, Ryan, Michelle, Matthew, Anonymous, Jean, Kenneth, Wynn, Susan, Stacy, Tom, Marilyn, Rick, Anonymous, Brent, Levon, Kevin, and Mary. Thank you.
That's so great.
Tested. Hey, Terrell, are you ready?
You know what that means? It just means how amazing this Lincoln community is and all of the support that they've given to Cedars. Cedars has been here in the Lincoln community for 75 years. 75 years.
Wow.
And we could not do what we do without the incredible support, the donations, the investment from individuals, from our board members, from our employees, from corporations like our neighbors across the street and foundations. I mean, it's just
What is
it's
that?
just phenomenal. Talent Plus.
Which is
They'll be here 12:30.
Talent Plus what is it though? What is Talent Plus?
Yeah, it's a corporation. They help to support a lot of different organizations and entities.
Really?
DP has worked with them for a long time too.
Nice.
So
Okay, so how would you become a foster parent? Like if say for instance I wanted to become a foster parent, I wanted to help with the kids. How would I go about doing that?
Yep, the best way to find information about that is to go to our website, Cedars Kids. So it's CEDARSKIDS.org. You can find our contact information. You can talk to, there's a brief form you can fill out for more information. Our team will reach out to you. And so what Cedars does is we recruit, we train. So we do a lot of professional development and training to support those people who want to become foster parents. We help them through the state licensing process. And then we continue to support them.
Can they is it just the Lincoln thing or what if they live in Omaha?
Yeah, it's a great question. We also have an office in Omaha.
Yay! Omaha.
Oh, and we just got a donation.
We got a 20 bucker. Thank you.
We're getting his name here. He left already, but
he
didn't want part of it.
I saw smoke. I saw, hey, honk honk, rattle crash, BB. I saw all that smoke down there, and I'm like,
oh yeah,
I'm getting a little hungry.
Some burgers down there.
Give me some burgers.
Anonymous.
Tina, what we got? What would he have?
He was anonymous.
It was 20 anonymous. Hey, thanks, anonymous.
Yeah.
But he's gonna go tell his friends.
There you go.
Oh, and his friends gonna bring some more money and bring some friends.
That's right. This is how it works.
Word of mouth.
Yeah, that's right.
Yay! What?
Honk honk.
Rattle, crash, BB. Anyway, so let me. Okay. What high school alumni?
Well, I've donated, so I would just say Lincoln High.
Lincoln High.
Gotta
Which
be
high
Lincoln
school
High.
has donated the most? Make a challenge.
Lincoln Pius ain't giving no money?
No one said
Whoa!
Oh, hey.
Lincoln Pius? I know Lincoln Pius.
We're talking about alums.
The 10th got money.
See, instead of anonymous, you can write,
Ooh.
Huskers donating more than the Creighton Blue Jays, huh?
Oh, well.
Yeah.
You ain't saying much.
Doan or Wesley?
Oh, Pius X in the building. Pius X. Nick, come here, Nick. Get over here. Give me a hug, Nick. Nick gave the Cedars. Yeah. Pius X.
Thank you.
Hey, he said DP.
Thank you. That's awesome.
Sometimes you gotta ask the question.
Pius is on the board at least.
They're on the board. Hey.
They just won a state title, so I'm pretty sure they're feeling.
Is Lincoln East in the building anywhere? Anybody from Lincoln East even getting any money?
I don't
know.
Like you got,
what's happening?
yeah. Southeast in the building.
There we go.
Southeast in the building.
Southeast Knights.
There we go. Jim Blue is a Southeast alum, so
There you go.
Okay. Give me some other high schools here. At least Pius X is on the board,
Yeah.
though. I'm glad about that.
We do North Star, yeah.
Yeah, where's North Star?
Southwest, Lincoln Christian, Lincoln Lutheran.
Lincoln Christian, where you at? Lincoln Lutheran, where y'all at? I know you Lutherans. I know how that rolls. Y'all got that dough. Huh? We need y'all to get down here and bring some of that money.
do you want me to tell about the special project?
Please.
So for this year's Give to Lincoln Day, all of our proceeds that we
Hey.
raise are going towards what we're calling the Carriage House. So what we know is that in the city of Lincoln, there's about 385 kids who are homeless every year. Of those, up to 100 are either pregnant or parenting their own children.
Wow.
So we have a number of programs. One of them is our Bridges Transitional Living Program that helps to provide apartments, about 52 what we call scatter site apartments across the community. That's designed for 19 to 24-year-olds. So it helps them to give them a safe place to stay for little to no rent. In exchange, they participate with our professional staff who help them with independent living skills. And eventually the goal is for them to move into a stable living situation of their own. They can either take over that lease or go somewhere else. The rate of success that we have with that program is 90%.
Really?
It's 90%. What we are struggling with and what our staff identified as a significant need is when we have kids who are minors. So 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 years old who find themselves pregnant or parenting. We run the Southeast Nebraska's only emergency shelter right here on this property for young people, but that's not a great place if you're pregnant or parenting.
True.
They don't tend to be that successful because of a variety of different reasons. You know, if you're 15 years old, imagine what you would do in an apartment by yourself. You know, do you actually know how to do laundry? Do you know how to store food successfully? Do you know how to shop and, do all of those things? So the Carriage House is really designed to be not permanent housing, but a 90 to 120 day stay for those, generally speaking, minors who are pregnant or parent primarily. The idea is that they will be able to have that safe and stable place to live. Here on our campus, we're going to build a new 6,800 square foot structure that will help to support them. We'll have 4 one-bedroom apartments, 2 two-bedroom apartments. So the idea is that we're really trying to help them to get to that independent living space. So each of those apartments is going to have everything that you might have in your house, right? It's going to have a microwave and a stove and a washer dryer and a dishwasher. And, so kids will have the opportunity to not only be in that safe space and learn those independent living skills, but because of the nature of why they're there, it's also for us to be able to provide those clinical support, mental health services, prenatal care, helping them to understand other resources in the community that they can access. So WIC, Women, Infant, and Children, the SNAP food program, all sorts of other things that if you don't know that they're there, you don't know that they're there.
Right.
And so then you're just really struggling more and more without being able to access those kinds of resources that the Lincoln community really does a great job of providing. So that's what we're trying to do. We're trying to support young people who are homeless, pregnant, and parenting by building the Carriage House.
How long can you stay there?
Well, the idea is that it would be a short-term stay, so 3 to 4 months. Every situation is different. Obviously, we'll be flexible, but the idea, though, is that maybe their home life will have stabilized, but more likely they will probably be able to then transition to one of those independent living apartments. So then our staff will have gotten to know them. We'll be able to build some trust. We'll be able to continue to have that conversation with them and to support them in their own apartment as they move forward and thrive. That's really what we're trying to do here, is to help young people and their children. So it's not just one kid. Now it's 2 kids, and now we're talking about generations of families that we are going to help support and to make sure that they can be successful in Lincoln.
Well, when you talk about a guy that's been involved in those types of programs with my mother back in Omaha and in Cedars, it might have been called something else back then. But if you don't know, you don't know.
You don't know, yeah.
Right? And we didn't know that we could have benefited. We didn't know until maybe a year later that we could benefit from my dad's not his pension, but his Social Security.
Yeah.
So instead of getting $500 a month, now we get $1,000.
It's a game changer.
It's a game changer. And
Absolutely.
I mean, back then, every little bit went a long way.
Yeah.
So I really appreciate what you guys do. I really appreciate your last name, Sabota. Sabota Bach.
It means freedom in Czech. So I couldn't get rid of that, but I wasn't going to hyphenate that either.
Right. Bach, you got any questions for Miss Sabota Bach?
Well, I just want to know what kind of brought you here. We're talking about the 6 months that you've been here. What made you choose Cedars?
Well, I had spent a lot of time in Washington, D.C., actually. I went to undergrad out there. I was there for about 21 years. I worked with a lot of different nonprofits, the national, federal level. It's how I met Congressman Osborne.
Congressman Osborne.
Yeah. He sponsored some legislation on behalf of actually coordinating services for young people like the ones that we're talking about right now at the federal level. So he's been a great advocate for kids his whole life. And then I ran a national nonprofit based out of Minnesota. My husband and I, for work, ended up in Michigan for the past 8 years. And it's kind of a funny story. So we came back in August for our 30th high school reunion. Ran into AD and rap, and saw lots of other folks. And coming out of the pandemic too, we were just kind of like, what are we doing? You
got catfished,
and we're well. It's like,
a good
where's
catfish,
our highest concentration of family and friends? And my husband and I are really blessed. We've got friends all over the country, and it's just phenomenal. But we've come back to Lincoln. I mean, I've come back to Lincoln at least once or twice, over all of those years. And the ability to just still have so many friends here. And my husband and I have been together for a really long time. And so,
How long was it?
I asked him out on our first date in 1994.
Oh, congratulations!
So he's the best decision I ever made.
He hadn't said no since 1994 first date, has he? Good job. Shout out, what's his name?
Dave.
Shout out, Dave. You still putting a smile on this lady's face, Dave.
Every day.
Is that the dog?
That's Odin.
Is that Odin? With his stomach out. That's what the kid said. The kid said his stomach is out.
Well,
So these are some of the kids.
on.
These are some of the kids that stay here.
Yep. These are some of the kids who are in emergency shelter.
Okay.
Odin. Odin's gonna come say hi.
Odin. Odin, what's up, big fella? No. Where's AD? He wears his more than me. I don't wear mine. Okay.
Come back.
You know how far I gotta go to go home? Omaha. That's not gonna happen. Unless Blue, you got the helicopter out back. Get me home and back 15 minutes.
It's donated.
We'll take donations. No. Well, that must have been the same
holding out on you.
That's the same helicopter that took you to get a haircut. Because I know something's different about him. He ain't coming. He wasn't that clean. I'm just playing. Now listen.
So anyway, made a decision to come back to Lincoln and had the opportunity to meet Jim and the team, and was just really impressed with what they do. And I knew Cedars from when I grew up here, and so it just is an absolute honor for me to bring all of the skills and experiences and networks of people that I've met to the work that I can now do on behalf of this absolutely amazing organization. So it really is an honor for me to be here.
Give me the best Go Big Red.
Go Big Red.
Oh my goodness! Now you
Go Big Red.
There we go.
Whoa!
Was that good?
What? Did we not get a Go Big Red back? Go Big Red!
Go.
There it is. That sounded a lot better. I didn't hear nothing coming over here from the peanut gallery over here, dog. I didn't hear nothing from Nick. Nick's still reeling from him donating that hot 20 from Pius X to Cedar.
Thank you, Jeans.
What?
We better go to break.
Throw it to break, Bob. Throw it to break, Bob.
All right, we're live out at Cedars. You're listening to the captain here on 93.7 The Ticket. We'll be right back.
Thank you so much.
You're listening to 93.7 The Ticket's 12 hours of coverage of Give to Lincoln Day from Cedars at 66th and Pioneers. Donate to Cedars anytime, all day at givetolincoln.com.
Big box stores are tempting for buying equipment for your high schooler in sports or for yourself in your sports leisures. But buying new is awfully expensive. Why not go somewhere with new and used options? Play It Again Sports is quality, slightly to gently used equipment, and 50% of their inventory is actually new equipment. And it's more than baseball, softball, and golf. They also have equipment for disc golf, fitness, hockey, and more. Plus, they're always buying products. Bring your gear you're done with and get trade money on the spot. Play It Again Sports at 48th and Vine.
At first, I was really nervous and intimidated to buy a ring. I wasn't sure what I was getting into.
My experience at Starter Heyman was very easy. I felt like I walked out of Starter Heyman with the ring that was going to make her go wow and say yes.
I love my ring. It is so beautiful.
I absolutely love my ring. I get compliments on it all the time. I always tell them Starter Heyman.
Yeah, we would definitely recommend Starter Heyman.
Yeah, it was great.
We're definitely coming back in the future.
Sutter Heyman Jewelers, Lincoln and Grand Island. SutterHeyman.com.
Too many people believe that chronic pain, allergies, or illness are permanent and something you're stuck with. Novotny Nutrition and Wellness has been proving that narrative wrong for 29 years and changing lives for the better in the process. Their team is trained in the newest, most advanced pain-relieving techniques and ways to deal with toxins, allergies, pollution, and emotion that make you ill. Call today for a free consultation at 531-254-5695 or go to novotnynutritionandwellness.com. Novotny Nutrition and Wellness, located at 7th and Superior.
Rico here with HIS Auto Care at 70th and Van Dorn, letting you know HIS is a great place to bring your vehicle for service. With superior service bumper to bumper, we'll treat your vehicle like it's your mother's. Doesn't get any better than that. So call 402-488-8934 and HIS Auto will make you glad you did. 5% off, mention this ad, and for sure your mother will be proud you called. 402-488-8934, HIS Auto Care, 70th and Van Dorn. God bless you.
Steve's Garage Doors and Services is hiring. They are looking for a garage door installation and service technician with a clean driving record. Experience is not required as they will train for the positions. However, mechanical aptitude is required. If you want to come be a part of a small business where you're family, not just an employee, call Steve's Garage Doors and Services today to apply at 402-480-2840. That's 402-480-2840. Steve's Garage Doors and Services.
Hey, it's Nicklin Hames from Nebraska Volleyball. I hate wasting time in practice, and I want to help you stop wasting your time when you're looking for an electrician. High Electric has been serving the area for over 30 years for both residential and commercial properties. They are experts in everything like remodeling, new additions, hot tub installation, and more. And they take jobs from Beatrice to Omaha and all towns, big or small, in between. Call them today at 402-466-6606 or learn more at high-electric.com.
If you're interested in installing solar panels in Nebraska, there's a name you need to know. Solar by Alpine Electric is based out of Lincoln, and you can be sure your project will be handled with care and detail because Rick, the owner of Solar by Alpine Electric, will be involved in the entire process from start to finish. We're an REC Solar Certified Pro installer and handle jobs in Lincoln and the surrounding area. Let us show you real-time results in your area. Call Rick today at 402-440-4371. Solar by Alpine Electric.
You finally finished your man cave in the basement. Brand new furniture, huge TV, and all of your collector's items. You're ready for football season. You were so excited until one bad rain and it is all ruined. Don't risk a flooded basement and countless dollars in damages when it can be avoided. Call John Henry's today for a free sump pump estimate for your home.
435-5555. John Henry's Plumbing. Heating and air.
You've driven by GE Landscape Supply countless times, likely without even knowing, at 6701 Cornhusker Highway. Now it's time to stop in. GE Landscape Supply sells to homeowners and contractors with a vast selection of landscaping and construction materials. They sell in bulk to save you money, and you can buy anything from a 5-gallon bucket to a semi-load. And don't forget, they deliver anywhere. Stop by 6701 Cornhusker Highway from 7 a.m. to 6 p.m. Monday to Friday and 7 a.m. to 4 p.m. on Saturdays. Go to GELandscapesupply.com for more info or call 402-467-1627.
On the Block with Strick and Austin.
Neither you or I think he's retiring. The NBA, I don't think, is ready for LeBron to retire. Who's the face of the league?
They're not prepared for it. Like it would be a shock in New York because now you're trying to recreate this again, but there's really, they're trying to do it. Like that's why they were hoping Celtics, Lakers. Like they're trying to figure out, find a way to revamp it.
Weekdays from 2 to 4 on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com. You're listening to 93.7 The Ticket's 12 hours of coverage of Give to Lincoln Day from Cedars at 66th and Pioneers. Donate to Cedars anytime, all day at givetolincoln.com. This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. The home of Kansas City Royals baseball. KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket. Back with Vershawn Jackson. Powered by Bauer. On 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
And 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 5, 6, 7, 1,
2,
and 3. My bad. And 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 5, and 6, and 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 5, and 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It's the Richard Simmons 15 seconds of fame. Yes. And look at his hat.
Oh, that looks nice.
Hey, it's
you guys
getting
realize
quiet.
there's a slight delay?
Just chill out. Oh, is it?
You guys realize
Rico said it
there's
was a slight delay.
Yeah, we sound terrible.
Okay, so just wait. Don't even say the 1, 2. Just go. Just go. Hey, look at my hard hat. What y'all know about that, man?
Bauer.
Underground.
Want to use that for knocker ball against me?
Oh, dude. He needs it. Oh, you don't even need a helmet, Nick. Me and you right now, Nick. As long as I got that, I'm winning, buddy. That thing is solid. It reminds me of a helmet.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, I'm ready to play a little football. Bauer style.
Do you guys want to
the baddest man in the planet?
Do you guys
want to
wanna-
lead with your head with that thing? I don't know.
Yeah, I do too.
Do you guys want to
straight
take it up?
battering ram? What are you talking about?
Yeah.
Did you know I was the headbutt king back in that day? Huh? Bam! I hit you with a little. Oh, dude, I would hit you with my face mask.
What was the guy?
Straight butt city.
What was the guy from He-Man? Ramhead. Ram Man.
Was it Ram Man?
Yeah.
That doesn't sound right.
He was short with the little ram head, wasn't it?
Yeah, but he was something different. I used to like him.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I know what you're talking about, but yeah.
Speaking of animals with horns, do you want a
What?
ticket update on the Colorado Buffaloes?
Come on, Rico.
There's
Give us a ticket update on the Colorado Buffaloes.
single game tickets launched today, and their site crashed because one of the single game tickets was Nebraska tickets.
Let's call our person. We got to get in touch with our person.
You better get tickets quick.
We got to.
I don't think that's
I
going to
got
happen. The
tickets.
queue is very long, and
I got
their
tickets.
site's not
How many
working.
you have?
I'm gonna try to get 4, but I know I got 2 for sure.
That's me and you, huh?
Yeah.
Okay.
I only can look out for you, one other person.
Okay.
Sorry, Bob.
All right, that's fine.
You wasn't going anyway, was you, Bob?
I'd like to, but that's all right.
You wanna know
Now, Bob.
the lowest
As
price?
long as you get there, now I don't know if you can fly with me and him.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You might have a Colorado Buffalo shirt on underneath that.
Do you guys want to know? So apparently there's only single tickets. You can't buy multiples, or they're at least they're not sitting together. You can buy single tickets for the Nebraska game, and the total that you will be charged at checkout, $730. That is the cheapest left
For one ticket?
for Nebraska, Colorado.
One ticket.
Yeah.
Yep,
That's
one.
Yeah.
Dude, that is going to be That game is going to be amazing.
It's the most expensive in college football right now. There's no other game that's
really
demanding that price now. Yeah.
Really?
Yep.
That's amazing.
It is.
You ready for that one, Black Shirt?
Yeah.
Me too. We ain't taking the RV. We're going to take the truck.
Okay.
Just in case we got to get out of there.
Yeah.
We had to. we might have to go on and dig, son. 120 out of there. Is it 80?
I don't know what leads out there.
Yeah, well, it's 80. You got to go. I think it's 55 to 80 or something like that. Hey, they coming out here now, y'all. Get down here now. We're at Cedars. The fastest 2 hours in radio. Man, it's over.
Yeah.
That was fast. Yeesh. I'm going to read this one more time. We're going to be here from 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. all day long. Cedars at 66 and Pioneers. It's officially Give to Lincoln Day. We got money. $25.
There we go.
Thomas Sampson, a.k.a. Sam. The man gave up a nice $25. Thank you so much, Thomas Sampson. We appreciate you so much. Continue to come out. We're going to get some grub, and they setting the tables up. That's why they told me, yeah, VJ, you got to wait. We don't care who you are. You have to wait until we set the table up.
That's
Get
right.
you a burger. Burgers and dogs.
There we go.
Says the veteran, the director, the boss. What about who's this right here? Jason? What's up, Jason? How long you been around here, Jace? How many? 8 years.
8 years.
Oh, you're one of the still long but shorter tenors. I mean, compared to 30. Well, I tell you what.
Don't be humble. You got to pay attention to his voice. Jason's one of our regulars. Yeah. Jason may call more than anybody else. Jason has the best.
Hey, Jason, can we before we get off the captain show, can you give us a tape? Come on here. Come on here. Come on. Hey, the captain is going to relinquish. Oh, we got one right here.
We got one right
We
here.
got one here. Here, come right back over here. The captain's going to release you. We getting ready to get a tape from the great Jason Danner.
Oh, it's so good to be with you guys. We are so excited to have the ticket. I've been listening since day 2. I always say day 2. I never am around for day 1 for anything, so I just say day 2. I love it. I'm excited. The vibe for Husker football with Rule.
Mm-hmm.
I hope we can get back to the days of the glory that you guys brought to town, and we're thrilled that you guys are here today, and the community has been amazing, supporting what we do with kids and families every day here at Cedars. So it's our privilege to have the ticket out here today.
Jason, 8 years?
Yeah. 8 years.
What were you doing before you took this job?
Well, I've worked in foster care for 7.5 years here, and then I worked in fundraising for the last year almost.
Mm.
And before that, I worked for another agency. But it's been a wonderful 8 years here at Cedars. I worked for the state for about 9 years too. So worked in some different departments of health and human services, vital records, and
What do you think about Nebraska football?
I'm excited. You know, it seems like Coach Rule really wants to get things going. He's like you guys. He's just proud of Nebraska football. And he wants to tell the world, and he wants to work hard. He feels like he needs to work hard and should work hard because the demand is there for fans and former legends like you guys. So it feels good that the head coach now is kind of on board to, hey, if I'm gonna be the head coach of Nebraska, I'm gonna give my heart and soul to it. And whatever happens, but we are gonna work hard. We're gonna be proud. We're gonna tell people how special this place really is. And that's what Rule does every time he gets in front of a microphone or in front of a recruit. He's like, hey, this is one of the special places, one of the blue blood programs. There's no reason why we can't get things rolling again here.
Absolutely.
So that's what I'm excited about.
Come on, Bach. You got any questions for JD?
Well, did you maybe heard us talking about the Colorado tickets? You going to go to the Colorado game?
I probably won't go, but it would be kind of fun.
Yeah.
That could be a bloodbath.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, man. Like, I don't even know if I want to go in the stands and sit in the stands and be Husker powered up.
No.
It could get ugly. It got ugly when we were there. So we appreciate you, though,
Thank
JD,
you,
and what you guys
Great to see
do.
you guys.
Kristen, thank you so much. We appreciate Blue and all the people that got, and Svoboda Bach, and all my 30-year veteran, the lieutenant, and
Odin,
and Olden, and Nick. Lincoln Pius X is on the map. Had a little plucking, and he said, "Hey, I'm a college graduate.
That's right.
I've got $20 to burn."
Well, keep up the great work, guys, and we're hoping folks will continue to stop here at Cedars all day up until 6 o'clock.
Yes.
So great to have the ticket out here. Kids and families of Cedars are counting on the community support, and so far it's been great, and we hope it continues the rest of the day. So up till midnight, folks can donate to Cedars.
Come on.
Yeah. Thank you, guys.
Appreciate it. Where you from, though, Jason?
You're listening to
I grew up in Norfolk.
Okay.
Yeah, but
So-
I live here the last 22 years,
You're from
23
Lincoln
years.
now. So we adopted you here in Lincoln. Hey, you guys got anything else before we get out of here? Terrell, what do you got?
That's wait on tomorrow, yard sale day.
Thursday's the great yard sale.
Yeah, I got to drive around and scope some signs out, see what time I can be the first one there.
Okay, Bach, what do you got?
Well, Rico joined us for the water cooler, and Nick might join us as well the next 2 hours. Water cooler and happy hour, and we'll be out here at Cedars.
So before we get out of here, 1256 says this: the legendary Jason Danner.
That's right.
Wow, legendary.
Legendary.
Hey, I need to figure out why you legendary, Jason. Don't you run from me. Hey, we are out here at Cedars. The ticket will be out here all the rest of the day till 6 o'clock, maybe
That's
a little
right.
bit longer.
That's right.
We're gonna get our grub on. They setting the food out. You know the black shirt's hungry. I'm definitely hungry. Nick's looking super hungry. The lieutenant's hungry. Everybody out here is hungry, and we're ready. Is that Rebecca smiling? She's hungry. We will be right back. Thanks for riding with us in the fastest 2 hours in radio. We are powered by Power. I'm the captain, and you are Bach. And
the black shirt.
We'll be right back tomorrow.
You're listening to 93.7 The Ticket's 12 hours of coverage of Give to Lincoln Day from Cedars at 66th and Pioneers. Donate to Cedars anytime, all day at givetolincoln.com.
Look at your car. It's filthy and probably has a few dings and nicks all over it. Don't be that guy. Get it upgraded and repaired at Renew Your Auto. At Renew Your Auto, they offer tons of services: ceramic coating, window tinting, paintless dent repair, washes and details, bed liners, body shop, and more. Where can you go to get services like that all in one place?